The Fantastic Four, Reed Richards. Can his whole body stretch? I mean, every part, like his...
I know what you mean. We never really tackled stuff like that in the old days. I mean, what with the comic book code and all.
I can't believe I'm standing here talking to you. You're responsible for the greats. Let's do the list. Spider-Man.
Guilty.
The Incredible Hulk.
Afraid so.
Oh, man, this is so cool. The X-Men.
Now that you mention it.
Shit, man, you are a god!
This is insane, you guys.
Yo, this is sexy, man.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the PanelsOnPages.com podcast with your host, Lee Rodriguez.
At the end of the day, babies are terrible people, and I'm not sorry for saying it.
Jason Nyes.
Motherfucker, I won best costume!
Jose Guzman.
Yeah, I know nothing about Firestorm, except for his hat's always burning.
And Kelly Harris.
Boy, love, it appears we got a penis in the mail.
I glued my fucking eyes shut!
I just want to see all these Yelp reviews of Jose's jizz.
Oh, sorry, I knocked over the salt.
Like you had anything better to do.
What is going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, November 13th, 2018, and this is episode number 447 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
Florida.
Fucking Florida. Jose Guzman.
R.I.P. Stanley. My biggest fear was that you'd die in front of my camera shooting you on stage.
Oof.
Glad that didn't happen.
And Kelly Harris.
I'm fucking dying.
It's not too late. Please don't make the mistake.
Oh, shit. I didn't uncheck those. We got a couple voicemails this week.
Oh, good. Good. So, yeah, man, elephant in the room, fucking Stan Lee died yesterday.
Thank God.
I got...
That poor man.
Yeah, like I got more, like, people at work were like coming up and making sure that I was okay, and I'm like, one, I didn't think we were this close, and two, yeah, no, I'm fucking fine. He was 95 and like, sad.
Yeah,
he was old as shit, and everything was going bad.
Yeah, it was very sad. Like, I was like I feel like the old man at Pet Cemetery. I'm like, sometimes death's better.
Yeah. It's like, did you see Venom? He looked like a pile of shit.
Oh, I saw Venom.
But I did also see him in the Spider-Man video game. He never looked better.
Yeah, no, he looked fine.
Yeah, he looked good in the video game. They fucking made him look real nice.
Yeah.
He looked real nice.
He looked like a nice corpse there.
Yeah, for sure. Like one of the nice, like one of them Stan Winston creations.
Yeah, but like in Venom, he looked like the Crypt Keeper.
I'm looking very particularly at Stan Lee's cameos recently because I'm like, I want to see where the green screen begins. Like, I assume they just shot him in front of a green screen a bunch of times.
Well, I remember hearing something about them doing that, like shooting a whole bunch of them.
Yeah,
like,
I thought they did that fairly recently.
So what do we think? He'll be in Captain Marvel. He'll be in Infinity War. Will he be in anything after that? Maybe
in Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah, the new Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But beyond that, that might be it.
Yeah, because they don't have much else shooting or on the schedule.
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else like officially locked in.
We still don't have an
Avengers.
Avengers.
Shot a bunch of shit though.
Yeah.
We still don't have an Avengers 4 title.
Like
they've probably just got him saying a whole bunch of weird
Avengers 4
non-sequitur things.
Yeah, it's like, here's the 20 movies we might be making. Here's what we want you to do if we make any of them. Let's go. We'll just cycle them out.
Exactly. Here's some context. It's going to be something about this movie. This guy. Figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll do it in post. Do 3 of them sitting, 2 standing, 1 walking. Do 1... maybe kneel down, 2 on his knees, do 1 in bed, 1 in the car, and give me 5 sitting in a booth. Fucking full day done, all green screen.
But my daughter, man, she took it real hard. Like, she's so sensitive. My girl, she was very, very sad. And it's like, yeah, but I'm like, I was like, hey, like the man's wife of like 60 years died a couple years ago, and it's all kind of been downhill since then. He was very sad and very tired. Like
he welcomed it.
It's okay. Like it's super fucking okay. But she's not like me. She's not dead inside. So
when did Joni die?
We can get there.
She died in 2017, July 2017. So a little over a year it's been.
Yeah.
And really, that's when it really started going south.
Well,
probably
it was
a year too long.
It was always gross, but Joni kept the grossness at bay, I assume.
Yeah. She kept everyone from like fleecing him.
Fucking vampires.
Yes. And I'm sure there's a battle over his assets.
Let it begin.
Too. Yeah.
Let it begin.
I'm sure they're already tearing it apart.
Yeah, it's gonna be disgusting.
I feel
how long has he been dead that they've been like trying to figure this out and then they released it?
Oh no.
No, I think he's got a point because like
he's definitely got a point.
Yeah, it very quietly kind of came up online and
how long? I bet they were wondering if they could weekend at Bernie's him through a con.
They were going. He's like, "Fuck." He's supposed to have an appearance tomorrow. It's just a quick little like couple pictures.
He hasn't. I don't think he's been doing Comic-Con since things got real bad.
Well, that's why they were thinking maybe now we can weekend at Bernie's him.
Just photo ops.
It's nuts, man.
That's a reminder. Weekend at Bernie's, a comedy about defiling a corpse that got a sequel.
A rom-com in some way.
Yeah. Well, I hope that whatever battles there are over his estate, his, will and all that,
don't get ugly.
Let's get past that, and I feel like in a couple of years we'll be able to look back on Stan Lee kind of like Michael Jackson in about 2012 after he died. It's kind of
There'll be a Cirque du Soleil of him.
You kind of forget about the bummer stuff.
I'm going for the more. Let's go Stan Lee Cirque du Soleil.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like you could do a Marvel Stan Lee Cirque du Soleil.
Oh, totally.
It's just a Stan Lee story, just his story.
I still remember when Michael Jackson died, and I was like, why is everyone sad about the Kitty Fiddler?
Right.
Hey.
Acquitted.
That's all I knew him as.
Acquitted Kitty Fiddler.
He was not found guilty. There's a lot of things going on. I'm not saying he was sane or not completely fucked up in the head, but I don't know.
I'm with you, Jose.
Diddle some kids. I don't know. Should the kids have been left alone with him? I don't think any kid should be left alone with a fucking superstar adult who's got a goddamn theme park at his house. I don't care who it is. So shame on the fucking parents as well. Where the fuck are you guys?
What about Michael saying it's okay to have children sleep with him?
That don't mean anything. I'm sure there's plenty of kids that sleep in the bed with their adults all the time and nothing happens.
So do you think Michael Jackson is guilty of the charges against him?
No, man. He made Thriller.
How did we get on fucking Michael Jackson?
I don't even know.
You did it.
But
brought him up.
Man, finally, rest in peace, Stan Lee.
R.I.P. Stan Lee. I don't know of. I honestly can't think of anybody that leaves behind that kind of a legacy.
Man, you're right.
It just transcends generations and race and cultures and like everyone on the fucking planet.
Say what you will about the way he did business and his relationship with Jack Kirby and
not the best
and all that, but he's essentially comic book Walt Disney.
Yeah, he created the fucking our modern mythology in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So fucking R.I.P. Stan Lee.
Find me a person on this earth that doesn't know Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, the Hulk.
Well, almost even Stan Lee. You can even say.
Oh yeah, Stan Lee is absolutely a character.
People know Stan Lee. Oh, the guy from the movies. They might not know him from like things he should.
Yeah,
but
they know his name for sure. Yeah.
Put it out there for our top 6 this week that you'd get extra credit for any con moments that were Stan Lee related. So I'm sure we'll hear a few of those later.
Nice. So yeah, okay. Let me hit my notes real quick. Oh yeah, I thought I had a heart attack on Thursday.
No, Lee. No.
Turns out I didn't, so that was good.
What was it?
That's good.
Was it angina?
Don't know yet. No idea. So I'm sitting at my desk, minding my own goddamn business, and I get this awful, stabbing, horrible pain in my chest that like goes through my back. Like someone put a steel rod through my fucking torso. I'm like, this is unsettling. But I'm busy. I got shit to do. So, go on about my business. This persists for about 35 minutes. And then it kind of goes away. And then it comes back. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now we got a problem. It's at that point that
it's like a boner. Like, you can only have that for so long.
Fool me
my
once.
beautiful wife. And I'm like, so, here's what's happening. And her immediate response is, are you fucking kidding me? Why are you not at the ER? And I'm like, oh, that might be a good idea. That's a fair question, beautiful wife. And so, and I'm like, and it's kind of like my upper like bicep kind of hurts. She goes, your left arm hurts too. I'm like, yeah. She goes, you fucking asshole, get out of there. I'm like, okay. Let me just finish what I'm working on. Like, no, go now, asshole. Like, okay, fine. So I go, and they get me hooked up, and they do the whole fucking thing. And
did you drive yourself to the ER?
Of course, I'm not a baby.
Well, you could have Macho Manned it.
That did occur to me at some point. I'm like, this is how the Macho Man went out. This is what's going on.
Well, I mean, I don't think he was on the way to the ER, but he was driving.
Yeah. But, there's worse company to be in, all I'm saying.
That's when he sacrificed himself so that we may all live.
That's right. They go to the ER, and they get me all hooked up, do all the fucking things, and I'm there for a couple hours, and they're like, hey, good news. You did not have a heart attack. And I'm like, cool. And I'm like, as I'm walking into the ER, I'm trying to be cool, keep my shit together, and I'm even saying out loud as I walk into the door, I'm not having a heart attack today. I am not having a heart attack. This is not fucking happening to me.
And then they heard that and go, I think this guy's having a heart attack.
So we're not doing that shit. Not having a heart attack. Period. The end. Not happening. And sure as shit, doesn't have a heart attack. But I'm like, okay, so like, what was it? And they're like, wasn't a heart attack. I'm like, yeah. And like, I don't know. We just know you're not gonna have a heart attack. Go see a cardiologist. I'm like, I don't want to go see a cardiologist. I'm 33. And like everyone there kept saying shit like,
look at this guy bragging.
But everyone kept saying shit like you're not getting any younger and shit like that. I'm like, I'm 33. Like, I'm not like a fucking old ass man walking in here.
Yeah, but come on, man.
We'll be one of us one day.
Yeah. You're not getting any younger, Lee. Come on, you got 2 kids. You got 2 kids.
But I'm also in the best shape of my life. Like,
yeah,
I'm
true.
But there's still nothing wrong with knowing there is nothing wrong with your heart. Yeah. But I'm right side. Right side.
So, I'm like, I'm not going to a cardiologist. It's fucking retarded because they're gonna want to do all kinds of. That's gonna be weeks of my life gone with like fucking weird stress tests. I'm not doing that nonsense. This is not gonna happen. So I go see my primary care yesterday rather, and she's like, oh yeah, this, she kind of asked all the right questions because she doesn't bullshit me. And she's like, all right, sounds like it's probably this fucking thing. There's a fancy name for it, but it basically translates into like chest wall inflammation and shit like that. And I'm like, wow, that was really terrible. Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, it hurts like hell, and then just kind of goes away. I'm like, all right, great, cool. All right, what causes it so I know to never do that again? And she was like, oh yeah, like nothing really caused it. It just kind of happens sometimes. Oh wait, you mean like my body can just decide to fucking betray me and make me think I'm having a heart attack for no apparent reason? She's like, yeah, it's actually not that uncommon. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. All right. She's like, yeah, but we're also based upon some other shit you said, we're going to put you on good dose of Zoloft. I'm like, probably a good idea. Let's definitely do that too.
Jesus.
Nice.
Just doping you up, man.
Getting that good shit.
No, I need that.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. You need that.
Yeah, I definitely need that. I've needed that for a number of months, but I just was too fucking lazy to go get anything done about it. So overall, net positive doctor experience. But hey, real fucking scary when you think you might be having a heart attack. Just saying, not a fun time.
Oh yeah.
And you can say from me to you, if you think you might be having a heart attack, go to ER immediately. If you don't, the people that love you are going to be real mad about it.
Or just finish your work.
I was real busy, Jose. I got shit to do.
And then drive yourself, you little bitch.
Yeah.
Cool, Macho Man.
Not a fucking girl. Jesus. So that was the whole thing. Yeah. And then last thing, talk about real quick, like yesterday. Also, didn't even think I had a heart attack yesterday, but it was still just a horrible shit show of a day. Up until I got, my medicine.
Hi, shit show.
It was not good. Bad day. But we stuck the landing. Goat and I went to see Batman Mask of the Phantasm, one of those Fathom events they had going on. They had that for one night only.
I keep forgetting to check on some of that shit because the theater around us plays some cool shit sometimes.
I came across it completely by accident, but it was kind of like bare bones. I've done a couple of them. Like I went to see Halloween a few years back, and Nicole wanted to go see Dirty Dancing. They did that one, and I did Dragon Ball, the Battle of Gods. And they normally do like a little thing in front of it, like a little, mini documentary, some interviews, whatever the fuck, And they didn't do that with this. It was just like they basically just kind of hit, you walked in at 7. They had they showed a CG Roadrunner Wile E. Coyote short, which was kind of weird to see.
Huh.
And then the fucking movie started.
They didn't show shit in front of the My Hero Academia movie.
And they normally do. That's so weird. That's bizarre.
They showed an entire fucking episode of Jim Henson's Storyteller before we saw Labyrinth.
Yeah. So I don't know why they got the short end of the stick on that one. That's bizarre.
Why are you chinching on shit?
They're doing Die Hard tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
Where?
I mean, at your local movie theaters. It's a Fathom event too. It was Sunday and then today.
That's cool. That'd be fun.
Tomorrow.
We should have went Sunday.
It was. It holds up, man. It's a good movie. It looks really good. The HD transfer looks really good. And then once that was over, we had to find some food. We ended up at a Jason's Deli. And first off, I'm like, who the fuck is Jason? And then we have a deli.
He's a member of the Hallucinations.
Member of the Hallucinations, but went in. I've seen them around, right? I know there's like a chain, but I've never been into one before. Walked in, and boy, do they have a tasty looking menu. And Goat and I both ended up getting a New York Yankee. Let me tell you about the New York Yankee. You got yourself some grilled rye bread, sliced up real nice.
Like it already.
And then 3/4 of a pound of a mix of corned beef and pastrami. 1 slice of Swiss cheese and fucking nothing else, because why would you fuck with it beyond that?
Said the man who had a heart attack.
That's it. Yeah. I did not have a heart attack. Didn't have a heart attack.
As he connects the dots before the story. You should have led with this story.
Yeah, the doctor should have immediately asked you, sir, how many different animals have you eaten this month?
All of them
once prior to this. No. But once it became clear I was okay Thursday, Nicole left and went and pick up the kids or whatever, and I did and our friend Jennifer was here because she was hanging out with the kids and we were gone, and so I got home and she was still here, and I did walk into the house and immediately say, guess who has 2 thumbs and didn't have a heart attack? And Nicole's like, Zoe doesn't know. You can't say shit like that. I'm like, I mean nothing. Definitely not that. But hey,
you can't have Stan go and you have a heart attack.
Yeah, you got to at least wait a couple weeks.
Give that kid a heart attack. Jesus.
You don't want to. You don't want to get caught in the same news cycle as Stan Lee.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Who was it that died the same day Michael Jackson died? Was it
Farrah
Farrah
Fawcett?
Fawcett,
Yes.
yeah. And she got totally swept under the rug. Lee, you would get Farrah Fawcetted so hard.
Oh, so
absolutely.
hard.
Like, you guys wouldn't even care at that point. Like, Stan Lee died.
I would
To
be
be
interested.
honest, I didn't care much when Stan died. I mean, I was still riding the high of that Pokemon trailer. I realized today, I was like, man, I think that trailer made me like 3 times happier than Stan Lee made me sad.
Oh, man. That Pokemon trailer is pretty dope.
That's a good segue. Let's talk about the Pokemon trailer, Kelly.
I've never been more excited for a movie.
It looked so delightful.
It looks incredible.
Yeah.
It's the best. Like, I've said this before about Detective Pikachu, in that I don't really like the games a whole lot, but I think it's the best realized version of a world with Pokemon in it. And the trailer definitely has that feeling. And I think the movie will be a ton better than the game was.
I just can't wrap my head around how it took this long.
I know, yeah.
Because you look at that trailer and it's like, this is a no-brainer. How did they not do this like 10 years ago?
And it sets up like just for a whole franchise of Pokemon movies now, because like they could do so much. Like, just give us the Pokemon League movie. Like,
the bit where he's fucking running over here and he's in the office is like, I know you can't understand me, but you have to be careful or I will electrocute you. I'm pointing at his ass.
Yeah.
It'll shock you.
Fucking Mr. Mime.
Yeah. Which is just every bit as much of a nightmare as it should be.
Yeah. Just holy shit. You know who we're never going to see in live action? Jinx. And for good reason.
Why is that? Yeah.
You know what Jinx looks like.
Pokemon Jinx. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, definitely not. Nope. Fucking hard no on Jinx.
What's a Jinx?
All it takes is a 2-second Google search to be like, oh, yeah, no, I'll never make that.
It's like how Dragon Ball, we'd never get Mr. Popo in a movie.
Nope. Hard no on Mr. Popo as well. Never going to happen.
What is that, a Pokemon that wears blackface?
It's
pretty much.
Pokemon that's actually made of blackface.
Yeah. Do you know what a Gollywog is?
No.
Yeah, Jinx is pretty much a Gollywog.
That sounds racist as shit.
Oh, yeah, it's real bad. Everyone, I recommend Googling Gollywog and then just being upset.
All right. Gollywog.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. No, it's not good. That's exactly what that is, though.
I do like that they...
Harmless doll or symbol of racist past? Thanks, Google.
They tried to save Jinx by making it purple, and it's like, no, that shit doesn't work.
No. Here's the thing. I feel like if your question is blank or symbol of racist past, it's probably a symbol of racist past.
Or, like, just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, go a different route. If that's even the 2 questions you have to ask, go the other. Go the third. C.
Yeah. We saw a guy at karaoke Friday night who was wearing this like a sweatshirt, like a pullover sweatshirt that was just made of what appeared to be 700 Confederate flags.
Oh.
And I looked at Nicole and I'm like, that guy really likes second place trophies. Like, he's a big fan. Big fan of the runner-up, that guy. I really root for the underdog. Fucking dink. So what else is going on, Kelly?
Not much. Man, I'm just being excited about Pokemon, and that's really fucking it.
Watching of you...
There's enough darkness in the world that you're allowed to just be excited about Pokemon.
Both of you.
I watched that trailer like 3 times in a row, and like I almost started crying the 3rd time.
It's like, it's so beautiful.
It is. That's what it was. Well, like, Pikachu's sad eyes, when he gets sad, holy shit.
I saw something that some dude who did, like, fan art of realistic Pokemon got a job on that movie because of his fan art.
That's awesome.
Let me see if I can find the tweet.
I saw a thing that Kelly eats Band-Aids.
I don't eat Band-Aids. That's not
That's
true.
not what I've heard.
Got him.
People been telling me that you eat Band-Aids. Hey, Lee.
Hey, what's up? Hey, how was your week, Mahoney?
Oh, this week could not have gone better, Lee.
It could have gone better.
Lee. I'm going to bring you... We're going to go all the way back to late August, Lee. I drafted Matt Stafford and this douchebag named Kenyon Drake, right? Fast forward to October 3rd, Lee. I pick up Nyheim Hines for Kenyon Drake. On the 19th, I pick up Baker Mayfield for Matt Stafford. I send Baker Mayfield to GOAT for Geronimo Allison. In the process, GOAT drops Ryan Fitzpatrick. I then drop Geronimo Allison to pick up Ryan Fitzpatrick. I take Ryan Fitzpatrick. I trade Ryan Fitzpatrick to Juan with a couple of other pieces of garbage for Tom Brady. And I don't even know the guy's first name. Something Woods. I don't even know. I take Tom Brady.
Tiger?
I send Tom Brady to Kelly along with a whole bunch of GIFs of Tom Brady running in slow motion. So
That's what sold it. That's really what sold it.
Gets you pumped up. There was a bunch of GIFs of Tom Brady running in slow motion, and then a GIF of Russell Wilson eating a turkey leg. And I was like, come on. Come on. And so he sends me David Johnson. I take whoever this Woods guy is, I package him up with Jack motherfucking Doyle. I send him off for some dude named Hopkins. I don't know him either, but he puts up some great numbers. Mary worked that deal out. I take Ben Roethlisberger, the big dumb rapist. I ship him over to Nyes for Aaron Rodgers. In the middle of the night, Lee, something in the morning, the middle of the night.
You don't send a big dumb rapist over to someone in the middle of the night. It's a bad idea.
These were 2 a.m. backdoor dealings.
2 a.m. I say to Nyes, I need Matt Bryant. Go get me Matt Bryant. You can have the Chiefs defense. Ironic, because just a few weeks ago on this very show, I berated Kelly for why did he have Matt Bryant on his roster, convinced him to drop him. And now he's sitting on my bench waiting for week 12 when my kicker's on a bye. And we just know he's going to put up the points in week 12.
If he plays, he's got a fucking blown hamstring.
I was going to say, isn't he hurt?
He's going to be just fine. No, he's going to be just fine.
Oh, I'm going to love it. He's going to come out, game day, kickoff, pulled hammy.
Here's the deal, Lee. Tomorrow, I got one more trade left in me, Lee. Tomorrow, I'm sending Matt Bryant to Jose for Jared Goff. Bada boom.
I'm playing against him this week, and I'm going to trade my quarterback for his hurt kicker, and I'm going to play both kickers and no quarterback.
Yeah, that's the plan. It doesn't matter, Lee. Here's the deal. Every time I ask Jose for one of his players via trade request, that player mysteriously dies.
Yeah. It's a curse.
So what I did is I clicked into Jose's team. I said, who would be the worst player for him to lose this week? And I offered him a trade. So let's see. And then, just a few hours later, on Twitter...
But slaying the dragon just might be what I need to undo the voodoo that's been hexed on me.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I need the blood of the trade king.
Speaking of slaying the dragon, Lee, you ever heard about Mel and how good his team is?
No.
Oh, well, it's pretty good. And I kicked the shit out of him, Lee.
They may have come up, but I don't, always listen to this.
I can't imagine you don't listen. It might be a little bit of an exaggeration. But I finally won. I've lost for 4 weeks in a row. I made a shit ton of trades, rebuilt my entire team. Plus, all my guys came back from...
you guys fucked up. He has a loaded team.
I am
kind of nasty right now.
I have players who are going to score 15 or 20 points, and I don't have where to play them. They're hanging out on my bench.
I'll take one.
Yeah, let's make a deal. I love fucking trading.
You want the 49ers defense?
Guys with injured hamstrings. Anybody got a guy with a hurt hamstring? He will take it. All my guys blow their hamstrings.
I will straight Nancy Kerrigan some dudes.
I'm interested in somebody getting Nancy Kerrigan. So yeah, Lee, I finally put up some points, 130 to 122 over Mill. It came down, Lee, to Monday Night Football. We were 2 points apart on Sunday. When the games ended Sunday, we were within 2 points of each other. We were projected to finish within, like, 2 fucking points of each other. We both had one player left, the star running back for the Giants and the star wide receiver for the Giants. And it was just a matter of whichever player was going to score the most points. And at halftime, Monday night, we were tied and projected to have the same score. So it was a fucking roller coaster, Lee. It was amazing.
It was a nuts week all around.
It was absolutely crazy. This was the best fantasy football weekend forever, and I credit all these trades.
I think it's been so much fun.
Yeah. No, I really enjoy it.
It's been great. See what happens when we make some trades? Everybody loves it.
Jose.
Yeah, but again, I feel like a trade with Mahoney is like a monkey paw wish.
Not for nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How'd my trade work out for you, huh?
He fucking traded me Ben Roethlisberger for Aaron Rodgers. Roethlisberger dropped 45 points.
Yeah, I almost took Tito out. I almost loaded Nine up enough to take Tito out.
Now, next week, when the monkey paw kicks in, we'll talk.
No, there's no monkey paw. The monkey paw would have kicked in by now.
Yeah, my monkey paw kicked in week 1, so I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck else am I supposed to do? So
I think defective Tom Brady might be my monkey paw.
Yeah, I mean, he's still Tom Brady.
He's just
he's not right. He seems wrong.
He's tainted because he's been sitting on Juan's bench.
Yeah.
His confidence has been shook.
But I mean, he's still caught up on General Hospital, though, so that's good.
Well, that's good. Did you tell him about it? Is that why you sit there?
No, because he would watch it with Juan, too.
Oh, I get you. Well, David Johnson's going to have to find out about General Hospital on the internet or something, because I'm not going to tell him. But he's been scoring 32.5 points.
He should have watched yesterday's episode. It was tremendous. It was a what-if episode.
Oh.
Got to see what happened if Sonny didn't go through a life of crime and become Port Charles's crime boss.
I kind of love that Lee is having his fantasy football update interrupted to have a General Hospital update.
Yep. So, Lee, what do you think happened to Sonny
founder.
when he didn't turn to a life of crime? What do you think happened?
That he becomes someone's evil twin.
He became a cop.
Oh.
And then his son, who was a cop in the real world, became the crime boss.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Butterfly effect, baby.
Shit's wild.
Hey, Lee.
Yin and the yang, you're going to get one or the other.
Lee, ask Kelly how his week went.
Hey, Kelly, how was your week?
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse. You know why? Because he saw that Pokemon trailer.
Yeah.
Fantasy football-wise, not so hot. But Pokemon trailer-wise, hot. Yeah, you would have been fine. Okay, here's the deal, Lee. Vetter is currently 9-1, an unstoppable machine, cannot be beaten.
Oh, we'll see.
Juan is currently 1-9, a stoppable machine, can't have anything happen but be beaten. Juan came down to, it was Vetter won 84-83, and in the final 20 seconds of the game, Juan had a chance to, all Juan needed was one catch to his guy.
1 yard, essentially.
1 yard, one catch, would have given him 1.5 points, would have been 84.5-84. And he couldn't pull it out. Just like when he's in your mom.
Got him.
Let's see. Who else had an interesting game this week? Tito dropped fucking 180 points because you guys are all worried about me, but look at Tito over there.
Yeah,
180 points.
At one point, I knew the game was out of reach for me, and Tito was pushing 180 at the time.
Jesus.
And we were like, fuck it, dude. Go for 200.
Go for 200, Tito. Do it.
Strike me down.
Nice put up 157 points. Which is insane.
That sucks.
Yeah, normally that's like, oh shit, so you whooped their ass?
Yeah.
No, the other guy put up 2.
I'll take it. I did have 2 dudes on my bench that went for 49 points combined, so...
The fuck?
Yeah.
That sucked. Jose ran into Shark. There's no stopping Shark. Jose lost 140 to 170. Or 107. Not 170. So that sucked. Now Jose's 5-5. And next
Goddamn roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
Last week they scored me almost fucking 160. This week, nothing. When I need you.
I mean, 107's not bad. You would have beaten 1, 2, 3, 4. You would have beaten 4 teams.
Yeah, well, because our division, me, Tito, Mary, and Vetter.
Yeah, that's a strong ass division.
Like, we're the fucking West Coast. I'm in last place of our division, but you take my record anywhere else, I'm second.
Any of the 3 of you could get that wild card spot, just depending on how the last few weeks fall.
Now, Goat's tied with me, so it's kind of me, Goat, Mary, and Tito, and then depending on how these next 4 games, Mahoney's team is a lot stronger than what it was. Mahoney could, if he wins out, he could be sneaking in there.
I think you mean when I win out.
Well, who do you play? Do you play me? You play me?
You.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So,
I play you.
I'll tell you what, 3 out of 4.
I play Matt with half his team on a bye, and then I play Kelly and I play Nyes. Now I'm coming for every last one of you.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start you off right with a loss.
Yeah, you're gonna try.
Now,
you don't even have a full roster.
I need a full roster.
Yeah, you might want to get one.
Eh.
I got a roster and a half, so.
Yeah. Who's your tight end? Let's trade for one.
I got OJ Howard. Pretty
Ooh.
good.
Did he kill someone?
Yeah. Probably. He kills defensive backs. Is that
in the NFL? So,
So, anyways, Lee, Jose's a little sad because I'm gonna trounce him. I'm gonna send him to 5-6, and his dreams of making the playoffs are gonna be ended.
It could happen, but if Mary and Tito lose some games, right? Let's say Mary and Tito lose, and I win out, puts me in a good spot. But I need Mary and Tito to lose.
Here's the deal, though.
If they don't lose, then nothing matters.
Here's the deal. Since Stan Lee died, I'm undefeated.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Undefeated since Stan Lee died, Jose.
And then I'll use this as inspiration to carry the team through. And
maybe that's the monkey's paw.
Maybe.
To win, Stan Lee had to die.
That's what was holding me back all these weeks.
Jesus Christ.
I'm fucking making sure Mahoney doesn't win fantasy football.
Remember in Smash Brothers, Kelly was just telling us about all the souls? Well, guess who got Stan Lee's, okay? And now running backs are unstoppable. Yeah.
Well, fuck it. If Tito's gonna win it this year, I'm going for Tito.
Tito has the highest football acumen of any of us, but
like
Mahoney is fucking wheeling and dealing.
All he's got to do is make it in the playoffs, and he could still he could win round 1. He could win it all.
Yeah. Also, don't sleep on Vetter, who thinks that I don't notice that about 2 weeks ago he picked up a defense that's lined up for the playoffs. I know that you went out there, Vetter, and grabbed that defense that has those favorable matchups for the playoffs. I'm watching you. I'm watching every last one of you, and I see all these moves. So, well played.
Whenever he sees a trade, he's like, whoa. How come I'm not involved?
Yeah, you know what?
I'll throw a team in there. No one told me there was a trade going on. I wasn't in.
Tito made a trade, and I said, what the fuck is this shit?
Mahoney's like, let me get a cut. Let me get a piece of this. Let me dip my tootsies in it.
Tito, I tried to trade for that player. And Tito was like, nah, man, I can't trade him for somebody on a bye. In a week when he didn't even need to start. He didn't even need to start him. And he's like, nah, I can't trade him for a player on a bye. Then he turns around, trades him for a player on a bye. And I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, but who was the player? Who'd you offer? Who'd you get?
I don't think we need to get into those details because that's going to reveal my secrets.
Oh, you got secrets?
Yeah, nobody needs to know who's available on my team. You know who's available on my team? Everybody, come chat.
I think so. I think everybody is. I would agree.
Let's talk.
With that.
Hey, Jose, what tight end are you going to pick up on waivers tomorrow?
What tight end? Who said I'm even going to pick up on?
I don't know. I just which one do you want? Which one you want?
Who said I need a tight end?
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, you fucking need a tight end, homie.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What the fuck?
See,
I'll be all right.
The waiver is going orderly.
Yeah, but who says I'm even going to waiver? I can do trades too. I can wheel and deal.
Yeah. Get out there, wheel and deal. Find yourself.
You saw that wheel and deal? I fucking picked up the goddamn defense. Never played them.
You should probably go ship a piece away to get yourself a tight end because I picked before you. I'm gonna block your ass.
Come get it. But to block my ass, you as well have to drop somebody.
Yeah, that's fine. I got room. I can't even play all these players.
All right.
I spent half the season with half my team injured. I got plenty of space.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Lee, next week, it's going to be great.
It's going to be great for somebody. It will be.
When I beat Jose, I do believe I'm the...
Oh, and it's already started. I fucking woke up to a goddamn page full. It got fucking like 7 memes in a row.
Yeah.
I've been meme fighting all day.
Yeah. I'm in his head, Lee. I moved in. I'm living there.
No. You didn't move in. I made a room for you.
Oh.
Come on in.
Nice.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to my head. Let's fucking play in some madness. Let's do this thing.
Let's do it.
Oh my
You
god.
Sure? You sure you want to be in my head? Come on.
So, anyways, Lee, no other teams are playing next week. It's just Jose and I.
Yes. The schedule has shut down. It's like a holiday. It's like a school holiday.
Yeah.
Everyone's out and everyone's gonna, get to line up. It's like
they're all gonna gather around in the circle and they're gonna light it on fire. And then Jose and I are gonna fantasy football duel until one of us is dead.
We're gonna dip our fantasy football players in honey and glass, and we are gonna just fucking
wail on each other.
We're just gonna go at it.
It's gonna be nuts because I'm pretty sure if I remember your schedule, it's not gonna be decided until Monday night.
I think so. Yes. So it's gonna be a nail biter all the way down to the end, baby.
All the way down to Monday night.
All the way down, fucking.
Lee, you want to watch it live with us?
No.
Oh.
No.
Go. Monday night, 8:15. Jared Goff and Kareem Hunt. Jared Goff not going to be playing.
Yeah. I need that's because I have Kareem Hunt and I have Jared Goff playing in Mexico City. Correct?
Yeah. Let's do it. Monday.
Done. Now, if I beat Mahoney, it could be the start of my 2-time push. If I lose to Mahoney, then I definitely need Mary and Tito to lose 3 games in a row. And Goat. like I need a lot more would have to happen. If I just need if I win the next 4, I'm all right. Well, I had fucking Fuller, man. I love the guy, but he's one of those guys that he's fucking amazing when he plays, but he's just always plagued with injuries. It just sucks for a guy who just can't keep it going because he can't stay on the fucking field.
It's almost as if the human body shouldn't be put through something like this.
Oof. Preach on, sister.
Oh, God, can we be done with this? Jesus Christ.
We can't be done until you decide which one of us is going to win this week.
Jose.
Fuck you, dude.
Oh, shit.
ESPN, the global leader in sports.
The 2 is on.
Clearly,
Go ahead and put a
Lee
fucking
has
asterisk by this
does
season.
not
Sure,
remember
sure,
the names
sure.
of the players on my team.
Hey,
Probably because neither
I'm
do
not
I.
being crazy. I thought I had a heart attack last week. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Lee, if your player is too good, the app won't allow you to drop them. And when I go,
And I have a lot of players that I can't drop because
when I go into my roster, it's difficult for me to find a player the app will allow me to drop.
I don't
Is that
believe
how that works?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was based on when you drafted them.
No.
Oh, interesting.
If a guy is like a top number one player, it won't let you accidentally draft him or drop him. That's what it's
Okay.
supposed to help. So you don't accidentally on the waiver wire drop the number one running back on accident.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
You fucking live with your decisions or your mistakes.
Well, yeah, but if you mean to fucking drop him, yeah, then fuck. But I mean,
The app can be real shitty sometimes.
it can. Like not working shitty.
Yeah. Like, a lot of times it'll just say, like, you want to see the 2017 stats? And I'm like, that's fucking no help. You dumb bitch.
Wow. Yikes.
Jesus, somebody fucking calm down there, guy. She's working with what she's got. All of us went to college.
Ridiculous.
All right, Lee. That's all I got. Oh, hey,
Right.
if you're out there and you want a trade, come knocking.
All right.
I don't know,
all
you
right.
want to trade?
We should trade everybody. I'll play you with my team or your team. You play me with my team.
No, thank you. You don't even have a tight end.
Well, thank you for making this all interesting, Mahoney.
Yeah.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening? Okay. I will take your word for it.
Something. I fucking love it.
Hey, look. I'm okay being the one. I'm fine. It's okay. Everyone else having a good time. That's great.
You know what, Lee? I honestly think you would really enjoy this.
I think you would
think
too.
I probably would too, actually.
I don't even know these people's names.
Yeah.
I only look at them as numbers and statistics.
I
don't know their names.
I'm very
Yeah.
good at numbers and statistics.
I said something like
Right.
one of
Yes.
Mahoney's
You
ancestors.
should have a team. I don't know why you don't.
One of Mahoney's ancestors must have been a slave trader or something, because he's just
Jesus.
he's got the fucking
God.
he's got the gene.
He says, "No, I know. Our families knew each other. We know what's up."
Wow.
That's
I
super
have
fucking dark.
2 players that I drafted. Every other person I have acquired.
Game into that. That's how I won last year. I feel you.
Yeah.
Fucking.
That's how I
Except for
win.
I did mine the waiver wire. You're a fucking trade dog.
Now,
Trade dog.
Wheeling and dealing. He's got fucking 2 players making moves for him that they don't even know what the fuck's going on. And then he flips that guy to 4 other people. And then all of a sudden, his team is stacked. And nobody knows how it happened.
Yeah.
Are you saying he's taking advantage of us?
I'm not saying he's doing anything. I'm saying he's offering trades that could be beneficial in both parties' thing. It's just he's got bigger plans than that. one trade.
Jose is implying that
I'm
I'm
not
only
implying
allowing
anything.
that I'm only allowing my trade partners to see a small sliver of the overall picture.
Yeah, but
Well,
it's none of their business.
yeah,
The
but-
overall picture. What's their business is who are you offering, and what are you asking for?
And
What
you
have
know
you done for me lately?
I
And
feel
beyond
like
that, you can't do anything. And if the league feels it's unfair, there's a vote.
Yeah.
You can vote.
I think they've all been fair.
I never questioned any of them except for when you traded a defense for a kicker with a hamstring that isn't playing.
I can't just drop the Chiefs defense when the team I'm going against could then pick up the Chiefs defense and use it against me.
Yeah.
So
Hey
I
man,
gotta
do
go-
you? Do you? Do
I
you?
gotta fly to home for it. Say,
Do
hey,
you?
I don't want this anymore, but I don't want to just let it go.
Let Knives
Lee, you-
do some footwork for you. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
And
man.
now we'll see if I even
love
keep
it.
Matt Bryant. We'll see if I keep Matt Bryant. I might pick up that kicker that Jose dropped, just so I can start him
Just
against Jose.
Just to spite him.
I will allow it. There's a reason why he's gone.
Yeah.
All right, we absolutely have to move on.
Join my.
We've got a lot of lists, and it is 11.
It's gonna be great.
Hey, I may stay for the lists.
Okay.
Yeah, stay on for the lists.
Well, you should stay for the
Why
list.
the fuck not?
All right. Let's
You guys
do it.
talking about that's not these lists, Knives? What's going on?
Did you check the email?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got voicemail that it's actually a voicemail from Mahoney. So,
All right, I
love
know
that guy.
what Nice has been up to. Nice. How much did you love the Pokemon trailer?
it was pretty cool. Like, that's
sweet. All right, Jose, how's your week been? Have you seen the Pokemon trailer?
I have not.
All right, go watch it. Let me know.
He doesn't do trailers, man.
No, I'm going to watch this Pokemon trailer right now.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'll be right back. Give me a second.
All right, cool.
I'm glad we took care of that.
I'm taking care of the important things.
It's good. It's a good housekeeping. It's
Yeah,
good stuff.
We've got Mahoney sent in a voicemail for his top 6. Then we've got a bunch of Twitter responses, some Facebook responses, and you got some emails.
Yeah, good. I mean, good timing. I think you might have killed Stan Lee and I's. With all this reminiscing about conventions.
Thanks, Nice. I needed that.
Hey,
he was holding me back.
But yeah. Yeah, so fucking why don't you play the voicemail? We'll let that go first, Nice.
All right. Well, first, this wasn't top 6 related, but I wanted to share this.
It's not too late. Please don't make the mistake of driving without a warranty. You are still eligible to reactivate warranty coverage.
Why is this a thing that... Do you guys get calls from unknown numbers talking about your car's warranty?
No, but I haven't answered one of those calls that I don't know in about 5 years.
And once I got out of debt, I started answering all my phone calls because before I was just dodging credit card companies. So I answer all my calls now. Who knows? It could be something fucking important.
Yeah.
It could be a
this
client.
is awesome.
Yeah, so I pick it up. Sometimes it's a 352 number, which is this area code, and it's either some bullshit like hotel holiday offer or somebody talking about my damn car's warranty, and I haven't had a car for over a year. And every time I'm like, let me talk to somebody. And then it never goes past that. And it's like, what are they doing? What is this accomplishing? Are they just like
fucking strange? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Are they just fishing for fucking data or like personal information? But like, I couldn't talk to somebody if I wanted to. Just fuck. Stop blowing up
I
my
need
phone.
one of them their warranties. Why?
Jesus Christ. And here's Mahoney's voicemail.
What's up, Popcast? It's Mahoney. I have my 6 convention memories, and I did not want to type all this shit. Okay, so, number 6, PAX East with Jose and Knives, because that convention was super chill, and it was really fun, and it was just 3 of us, and we had a blast. We hung out with the Reed Pop people in the show office, and we played Temco Bowl, and somebody broke that glass table. I don't know who it was. Don't look at me.
That was me. I broke the table. And it was Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah, whatever.
Temco Bowl. That was
Tecmo
a good
Bowl. Whatever. We played some football game. People loved it.
It was a good
fun.
show, but it was like one of the first shows where we were ever like getting cock blocked actively.
Yeah, it was still fun though.
It was the beginning. Yeah, it was a good time.
The Avengers panel at New York Comic Con was fucking great. Knives and I sat in that room for hours waiting for that thing to start.
Worth it.
And Thatcher, you should have been there. It was really cool. Also at New York Comic Con, all those tunnels behind the scenes, okay? Like,
Beep, beep, Mahoney.
Fucking mess. But New York Comic Con, you get to go through all these tunnels in the guts of the Javits, and nobody knows who you are or why you're there or what's going on. And sometimes they're like, hey, you can't be there. And you're like, fuck you, dude. And you just keep right on walking. And it's really cool. And one time, Tito and I were helping out Jose, and Jose had to be at 2 stages at the same time to get 2 entrances at the same exact time. And Tito and I used those warp tunnels, and we got that shit figured out, and we got Jose to both spots. He got both shots. It was amazing. At C2E2, I enjoyed sitting in that lobby and feeding people, okay? I would always order an extra pizza, and I would always watch all of you people come down, and I'd be like, hey, did you eat? Did you eat? Did you eat? Did you eat? And I'd make sure you had something to eat. Because
You did
I
love
to feed
feeding
people.
us.
It's just in my DNA. It's what I do. Speaking of feeding people at C2E2, that time I flew in the day after everybody else, and I fought with my cab driver and caused a big scene at the airport because I insisted that we were stopping for donuts on the way to the convention center, and he was like, the hell I am, and I was like, I'll get a different cab, and if I got a different cab, he had to go to the line, like the back of the line of 50 cabs. He was pissed, so he told me to get donuts, and I would have given him one, but he was a dickhead, so I didn't. And my last and top memory is hosting the Double Dare panel, and that final moment when we had just hit Tito in the face with 2 pies, and the audience is going nuts, and everyone is laughing and having a wonderful time, and we yelled out whatever line about, let's see Kevin Smith do that. And it was great. And it was nice to see everybody look up at the population and say, those guys are cool, because they were. You are. You're great. I love you guys. Have a good show. Bye.
I spaced on on Double Dare and the pies, and that was
nailed
amazing.
That shot too, just right on Tito's face.
Yep.
The pie hit.
That shot.
That Double Dare was the shit. We do pretty cool things.
Yeah, the fact that no one approached us that weekend after that Double Dare and were like, "Hey, I am an executive with this company, and we want you guys to do this year-round at every convention."
Every convention we do, yeah. We want you guys to do a Vegas show.
Like, the fact that that was not upward trending after that, somebody fucked up along the way.
Yeah,
absolutely. And it's true, the shit wasn't us.
No.
Fucking great. All right, fuck. I'll go. Okay, here's mine. Okay, honorable mentions to meeting the Stanley. I think I managed to meet him a couple times, but then Nicole actually got me a photo op, which is one of the last photo ops he did in Chicago, which was pretty cool. He was super nice to my kid, and my kid was beyond starstruck, and it was very, very sweet. I got a picture. It's on the wall to this day. I hosted a lot of panels for a few years. I did a whole bunch of them, and a pretty cool one was I did a Jonan Vasquez panel. We talked about Invader Zim and Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, and just it was a lot of fun. Would have been higher on the list. Would have made the actual kind of top 6. Were not for the fucking weirdos in the crowd.
Oh God, yeah.
There were some fucking weirdos in that crowd. Also did a really good kind of low key panel with Jeff Scott Campbell one year. That was just. It was just really good. It was a really, really good panel. It was fun.
Did you? I don't remember that one
at all.
It was really good. I don't remember it kind of. At some point, we were doing a whole lot for C2E2 with Read Pop people, and we just kind of stumbled into some things. And at some point, I got this J. Scott Campbell panel, and it was one of the smaller ones, a packed room, but it wasn't like a huge room. It was just me and him having a conversation for like an hour. It was really, really solid. What a fucking sweetheart of a guy. Our first official convention, we sat down with Mark Miller for about an hour. That was cool. A lot of fun. Had a good time with that. That was fun. He was, again, a fucking super sweetheart of a guy.
Is that when you had the stroke?
No, that was last week, Kelly.
That was the Kick-Ass premiere at C2E2 where he said Action Peggy Ropo.
That stroke. Right. I don't know what the fuck happened with that.
That was just your mouth was too fast for your brain.
That happens kind of a lot, but normally not to that degree. That was some trouble shit.
Well, that was your first red carpet fucking stroke.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but it was good.
That was so cool.
It was really, really cool. What a good time. And then, okay, so from the top 6, the first convention I took Nicole to, which I think was the last, if not the next to last, like, good Wizard World. Because it was, we've been together for a while, but she'd never seen that kind of thing before. And so it wasn't at all what she thought it was going to be. She thought it was all going to be like flea market type shit. And it's like, oh no, this is fucking huge. Like this, all right, this is kind of nuts.
Yeah,
it's like a big
stumbled on the legit one.
Yeah. And that was also I think it was the first time I met all the one people, the population to be, like before there was a population. I think the first weekend I met you Nyes,
the Tiki Bar,
Cunningham, and fucking
Gibbons.
Tripper and Gibbons, fucking Gibbons, fucking the man, Jimbo Gibbons, good time. It was really, really fun. And that was one of the last conventions I went to, like, just as a patron. Like, because, you know, we did that and then we worked so many conventions, and I don't think I've been back to one since just to go, because
it's not the same.
It's not the same. It's just not the same at all.
Line? A what? A ticket? Fuck off.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of my face with a line. I'm not doing
Price? Get out of here.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. Not happening. But it was really, really good. And then just collectively, we used to do a bit at conventions. We run around, we'd shoot all the stuff we want to shoot, but then we shoot stuff for the YouTube channel. We would do Pop Rocks and Coke with people.
Yeah.
And it
what
was
a bunch of just fucking a-holes right now.
Bunch of young blowhards.
Bunch of fucking young blowhards. But just having a ball with it, because it's I still think it's one of the most pure things you can do, because you can't fake it. Like, you can't fake either, oh man, this is so crazy, or oh man, I'm so bad. I can handle it. No, you can't. Like, it's either gonna fuck you up or it's not.
Yeah.
And it's completely honest. It's a really fucking crazy way. It was super fun. When people spit it out, or the fucking crazy chick with all the hats just like no sold it to the degree I've never seen before. She had a mouthful of Pop Rocks, knocked the thing back, and then just nothing happened. She goes, I think I did it wrong.
Speaking of no selling it, your wife in the background of that picture while we were shooting that.
So fucking good.
Kristen posted a lot of great pictures on Twitter.
Great pictures.
And I posted a bunch too. And there's one where Nicole, this was, C2E2 2010. So it was, probably her third con or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's looking at this chick with the hats, and she's like, what the fuck?
She just had like a stack of hats on.
Hey man, cosplay was different back then.
It's a fucking stack of hats.
That's all you used to need.
Yeah.
We saw the stack of hats, and we were like, we need to talk to that person.
And it turns out she was a fucking weirdo. Who'd have guessed?
She was fine.
She was.
They're all weirdos.
They are all weirdos. So this is a little bit divisive, and it was a fucking phenomenal train wreck. But I love the party bus.
Did anyone love that party bus?
I have nothing but fond memories of the party bus.
You weren't even drunk. How could you possibly like the party bus?
Because I wasn't drunk. I have vivid memories of all of it. Like
I wasn't on the party bus, and I loved it because I got to see all you guys come off it looking like you were just in fucking Vietnam.
Like, every stop, there were shenanigans. There were way too many people on it. The people in the front were not having a good time. The people in the back were having all the fun.
There were people crying at every stop. Like tears.
It was all good. We stopped at White Castle, which, again, the guy that driving the bus was like, which one you want to go to? Because one's a little more stabby than the other one. And we're like, the less stabby one, please. And so we go, and it was like the second or third stop, so the drinks had already been had, and the bus was empty, and I'm just, again, the sober one, so I'm trying to chaperone everybody out. And I look over and just Tito has a free comic book day bag, because that's what people were just handing out. They had bought stuff that day, whatever, and he's just sitting on the one of the bench rows, and just calmly, very patiently, and quietly just vomiting into this bag. Like, you okay? It's like, I'll be just fine. And just very, very calmly. It was too much fun.
There was a happening.
I know not everyone had a good time, and it was a fucking wreck. But it was.
Look back at that, and first of all, I appreciate Mahoney for taking the reins and making sure everything went as smooth as it could possibly go.
There were so many people.
Next time I'm taking the reins of that party bus, I'm driving it into a pond.
But I look back at it and I was like, how the fuck did we make that happen? Because that was like right when we started doing daily videos. And some of
I don't
those,
know how you guys did
some
that.
of those nights would go until 1, 2 in the morning. So
It was extremely stressful making it down there in time, if you don't recall.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It sure was.
Oh, shit. Speaking of, okay, it didn't make the list, but it's on there now because it should have made the list. I just remembered it. I fucked up. All of us went to the Admiral Gentlemen's Club in Chicago, and Jose got left. That was another phenomenal fucking story.
No, that story still would have been told.
Yeah.
Whether you remember it or not. That story's on somebody's list.
All right, so leave that one go. Next up, I had a fucking blast hosting the Power Rangers panel at C2E2. It's one of the best panels I ever got to do because like everybody on the panel was super into it. Schreier, Narvi, Bulk, and Skull were just out of their fucking minds, like playing to the crowd, having a great time. The crowd was all super cool. It was a great time. Like, and that pops up every once in a while on my remember when on Facebook, and I'm like, yeah, I do. That was fucking kick ass. That was
did
a great time.
job, and it was super cool that you were a big fan, and then you got to do that. So
yeah, that was a really, really good one. I got a couple really cool pictures out of it. Like, it was a lot of fun. That was a great one. Next up, we got the fucking Kevin Conroy panel we kind of made happen. We got Kevin Conroy to C2E2 essentially.
Oh, that was
You brought some fucking joy to see
hustling and scheming. It was like Mahoney on the trade block on fantasy football.
Yeah. Just like we interviewed him on the podcast. Cause back in the day, we got interviews on this show. It was really hard, so we just started doing this instead.
Yeah,
and it's a lot more fun.
That was my very first podcast. Was your Kevin Conroy interview.
And it was a really good interview. It was a good podcast.
Yeah.
But it's just, a pain in the ass to coordinate that kind of stuff. And, we're all busy now. But, we kind of afterwards like, hey, you're going to go to the C2E2? And it's like, what's that? And then he fucking goes because we got him there. And then we got this panel. And packed fucking room. He told that it was our panel where it broke the Arkham Knight stuff. The Arkham City stuff was broken on our panel.
The Two-Face.
The Two-Face, the kick-ass 9/11 story you told about volunteering after 9/11, the kitchen. It was a really amazing panel and like kind of, put us on the map for a little bit. Like it was really, really solid and a lot of fun. And he was super nice guy. May or may not have peed himself a little bit after the panel. That's up for debate. I'm firmly in camp didn't pee, but he may have peed a little bit. Hard to say.
What?
Just saying. I looked at a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
Editing photos.
I've seen the same photos.
Yeah. And lastly, number one with a fucking bullet on my list. Honorable mentions to Family Feud. Family Feud was a lot of fun, but number one was Double Dare. The fact that we pulled off, and we kind of glossed over it a minute ago. We pulled off a fully realized Double Dare game show with teams of people we met that day who signed up via email or at the booth.
Fucking was Dirk
with physical challenges and a full-on like eight stage obstacle course with the fucking capture get the flag and all the stuff with prizes for everyone. Like it was an honest to God Double Dare. Like, and it sounds okay. It might sound cool if you weren't there, and you're new to the show, whatever. You don't remember this happening. It may sound cool. I guarantee you, it was 1,000 times cooler than anything you've ever seen. It was so fucking fun, and like of all the stuff that we've done and planned, it went off without a hitch.
Yeah,
like
getting it ready was very difficult. Like
remember balloons up and
Kelly trying to blow.
This may have been the first weekend that we really hung out with Kelly. Like,
it is the first time we met.
Okay, yeah. So we're all there, and he's fucking ride or die down to do whatever. We're helping out, And so, we got to set up all these fucking physical challenges. And one of the ones we had a big inflatable pool. We're going to fill that bitch with balloons. You got to just find the flag and move on. And so, we got to blow up all these fucking balloons. And so we're blowing up the balloons, like, in like kind of the green room area behind the big giant stage. And like, Adam West comes strolling by, like, what are we doing over here, fellas? Like, hi, Adam West. We're putting on a game show. That's what's going to happen in the next few minutes.
Julie Newmar speeds by on her little scooter.
Like, Felicia Day came back and was, like, super bummed out. She couldn't be a part of it. She was like, oh, shit, I'm busy. This sounds great, we're blowing all these balloons. We were going on for about 15 minutes. I look over, and Kelly is, like, a third of the way done with his first balloon. Like, hey, Kelly, what's going on with the balloons? He goes, I have real bad asthma, you guys. I'm like, well, then don't blow up balloons.
I'm sure we could find something else to put you on other than death.
He was trying so hard. Such a sweet boy.
Like, you blew air into the end of a condom. That's how much air was in this balloon. Just the fucking most pitiful thing I've ever seen. It was
he wasn't going to quit, though. He was going to blow
my best.
Yeah, he wasn't going to say no, goddammit.
Well, see, that's how we find out if you're in or not.
Yeah. That's right.
We researched that. We knew you had asthma. We put you on the balloons. To see
But like, it was one of those things where, before it started, there were definitely people waiting for it to start. Like, but by the time it was over, it was just a sea of people.
It was standing room only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many people. And then on the way back home, I was alone. Nicole had to leave early for some reason. So I was on the train going back home alone. And this was the next day, maybe 2 days later, probably the next day. And someone hit me up on the train like, hey, are you one of the dudes that did the family feud, the double dare? I'm like, yeah. He goes, and the guy's like, that was the coolest thing I saw all weekend. That was fucking amazing. And I'm like, thanks, man. Like, I appreciate that. It was a goddamn ball. It was super stressful.
And that was like the last panel that they approved of ours.
No, we did Pyramid the next year.
No, Pyramid was the year before.
Yeah, Pyramid.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
How the fuck was the last one? That was like the best shit they've ever done at that damn show.
Yeah, no, it's insane.
We were the Attitude Era. They was like, no. No, what is this?
The next panel was supposed to be the roast. We were going to roast Spider-Man.
Yeah. And you know what? That would have been fucking fun too.
Yeah.
No, that'd have been great.
Not like you can roast Spider-Man and then they never talk to you again.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So that was that's my fuck. That's my number one. That's my fucking list. It's wonderful.
Good list, man. Good list.
Good times. So let's see. Let's go to the Twitter.
All right, I got Juan.
What you got?
His number 6 is Chicago Comic-Con 1985. His first.
Holy shit! You old as fuck, Juan.
I wasn't even born.
That was the year Back to the Future came out.
I wouldn't think he's that old. Like, you're aging well, Juan. Whatever you're doing, keep moisturizing. It's working.
Yeah. Number 5, Chicago Comic-Con 1992. Apparently, that was the debut show of Image Comics.
That's kind of dope.
Number 4, Wizard World 98 award show. There was a McFarlane Liefeld roast that he never wanted to end during the award show.
I think I was there for that. That was pretty fantastic.
Number 3 is letting Kevin Smith use his lighter.
There you go.
Number 2, meeting the members of the population that I still talk to. Oh, man, throwing shade. And number 1, meeting and seeing the panel with Roddy Piper and Mick Foley.
Wow.
They did like I think it was Days of the Dead or something like that, where they both did stand-up together.
That's cool.
An honorable mention, knowing that person that gave Thor a chicken sandwich. More shade from Juan.
Fantastic. Look at all these beautiful pictures. So many pictures in the Chris and Alan sent in. That's all I'm talking. What you got, Kelly?
First off, I just want to appreciate Jose from across the room.
Jose taking a shit, he just left the door open. The bathroom.
I'm still here, guys.
Okay. Number 6. This is just like a shitty local con I was at.
That's fine.
I was going through some back issues, and there's some dudes talking about Sports Center, and like my mouth started moving. I started saying things about Sports Center for some reason, and they all agreed with me. And then I said yes, and I left before they could question me further. Because I was just parroting things I'd heard someone say on a podcast once, and they all agreed with me.
I did that in a cab in New York or Chicago with everybody one time. The guy asked me some question about the Patriots, and I just parroted back this thing, and he was like, yeah, cool, okay, great. Tito was like, what? Where did that come from?
That's astounding. That's great.
Let's see. Oh, this one just came to mind. So, extra shout out, I guess. One time at C2E2, I went to see the Nerdist live show with Mahoney and Justin.
Yeah.
And that was the show where Chris Hardwick's friend Matt talked about the time where he thought someone on the cover of TV Guide was attractive, so he got the TV Guide all wet and then fucked it.
What?
Oh.
And then all the ink made his dick black for a long time.
Oh my god.
Why would you ever share that story with somebody?
Was that the one
Because
with...
he went and got him panties.
What?
Taking it back to the video game? Nobody went there with me?
No.
It's just a weird video game story that happened in life. He unlocked his character. He told him some crazy-ass story.
Oh, okay.
Talking about Yakuza.
Nope.
Nailed it.
Come on. Jesus.
I thought you were implying that in order to cover his blue dick, he just threw on a pair of panties.
That's what it sounds like. Oh, God.
No, silly.
Oh, God.
Okay. My actual number 5 was C2E2 waiting in line for coffee and seeing Stan Lee and yelling at him. He smiled and waved.
Oh, that's cool.
Number 4 was C2E2 helping out Jose with camera stuff. And It was me, Jose, and Mahoney. And Jose looks at like his schedule and just goes, "We gotta run," and then just takes off, just sprints off.
Oh yeah.
Mahoney and I are chasing after him. Mahoney goes, "I thought you said we weren't gonna be running." And we're running behind, like back where where at least I shouldn't have been. I don't know. I know Jose had the right badge. I think Mahoney had the right badge. I did not have the right badge.
Yeah, just go. You're fine.
But so we're running. At one point, Jose, full camera setup and everything, just baseball slides under like a fucking barricade thing.
Stanchion.
And just gets up and without breaking stride, just keeps going. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I remember that. That was pretty fucking badass.
Like, if he had fucked that up, it would have been
That
so
would have been so embarrassing.
He would have broken the camera, but
He nailed it.
Coolest shit ever.
You used to rock
Go
those,
back to them young days.
those knee pads that you could
Yes.
slide
Yeah,
around
no,
like
I
that.
can't be power sliding them pads no more. I'll fucking pull something. Jeez. We're just young blowhards, just blowing hard.
Number 3 is another C2E2 memory that actually none of you guys were there for. It was one night late in the lobby. That was the night where it was just like me, Thatcher, and Kenny left. Because Thatcher had stayed out later than all of us in our room, and I was like, I'm not going to let the old man beat us again. And so it was just the 3 of us. And, like, there was this guy who was just going around high-fiving people.
Oh, my God.
Just doing laps around the hotel. And,
I remember that guy.
Yeah, he's high-fiving people hard. Like, fucking so hard. And at one point, he takes this girl's hat, and she is not having any of this, and just throws him down and starts choking him.
Oh my god!
And me, Thatcher, and Kenny are just watching this unfold and seeing
And so
this man's face turn purple.
Then they unzipped.
And then, like, a security guard comes by. I was like, hey, you need to stop that. And they're both like, oh, no, we're just playing.
What?
Yeah. Well, there's the valuable lesson you learned in there. Don't fucking touch people, asshole.
And then Chris Ward emerged from the elevator dressed as Rogue.
I remember that.
Yes, that did happen.
I remember that. Yeah, that I remember.
He's
yeah.
like, what did I miss?
We
And we're
made
like,
that
all right.
fucking lobby restructure
Time to go to sleep.
that building to make sure that things like that never happen.
Yeah.
We
And then that
changed
guy
the
got
game in that lobby.
That guy died in that lobby.
Yes. Remember the guitar? Like, the guitar just ended lobby parties.
Yeah.
Jungle
President's
brought out
many
the
parties.
guitar, and they were like,
Brother, fucking bring a room down. That all is very much in character.
Remember that time in the C2E2 lobby that a guy that runs a comic company asked us if we had blow?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yes. That was amazing.
Might be on one of my honorable mentions.
No names. No names.
No.
No names?
Oh, no names.
No names? Not even the company name?
No names.
No, because
names.
no, it's for the best.
Yep. The number one in my honorable mentions is dude from blank asked if we had cocaine. In fact, if you look through some of the pictures that I posted on Twitter, you might find a picture of that guy.
But if the people find out, the people find out. But no names.
Well, he
This is
probably
a
asked
favor.
everybody.
Well,
I think it was just me and Jose had the tag team championships on our shoulders. He was just like, these guys look like they do cocaine.
They do coke off those belts.
Come on.
yeah. Come on, guys. Come on. You can't be in this fucking lobby looking like those guys with the belts, and you don't do the blow. Come on.
Number 2, I put down just Toy Fair. It was like super cool actually getting to be a staff member
Yeah.
and going around looking at sweet ass toys.
A new fucking era.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I need to buy my plane ticket.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a little ways away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Fun City, baby.
Welcome to
Oh,
Fun
so
City.
ready. Fun City, bitch.
Yeah, Toy Fair was a really good time. It was a very different.
I can never do a
We're
normal
bringing the
Comic-Con
Attitude
again.
Era back, baby.
Yeah.
It's coming
Like,
back.
The people at Toy Fair were so beautiful.
You guys talked about the one chick at the Spin Masters booth. And
Dude, that was my wife.
I could never, I Zapruder filmed the footage from the Spin Masters booth, but Jose never got her on camera, I don't think. I looked.
I had her card somewhere. I found her online, but I don't remember where that shit went.
Friend her on Facebook. They do, man. Those companies, they're like, we need hot people.
Yeah.
Except Melissa and Doug. They're like, let's get normal fucking people in here to talk about our normal ass toys.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Spin
No
Masters.
names.
Everyone was a 10 or lower or higher. No one was below a 10.
10 or less.
Just fucking 10. Everyone at Toy Fair smells good. Like shit.
It's a
Yeah,
different
I haven't-
show. It's quiet.
They gave us food.
Yeah.
Not food, like
Catering.
gourmet.
Like good ass food.
The office. The office is all
We had an office.
a private office with a
view.
private bathroom where people were knocking on our office door asking if they could use our bathroom.
Oh, that was awesome. They hated
This is
us.
the shitter? I was told this is where the shitter's at.
Yeah, I didn't realize people would be using our bathroom, so I set myself up right next to it So whenever anyone came in and I was there editing, like I felt like they thought I was listening to them pee and or poop. So
I always like there was
Spoiler alert. He was.
There was the moment when someone would come in to use our bathroom and they'd look at us and be like, "This is just a room full of dudes."
Who the fuck are you guys?
This used to be my secret
We
fucking
usually shit in
pooping
this room.
room.
This is our secret shitter. We shit here every year. Who are you guys in my shitter?
John in
And
the
then-
chat, Juggalo John, whose birthday is today, so happy birthday,
Happy
John.
birthday, John.
Happy birthday,
Happy
John.
birthday.
He says in the chat, but Toy Fair isn't a con, right? It's a trade show, right? And I'm like, it counts, John.
It
Hey.
counts.
It counts for the warm place it has in my heart.
It
Yep.
fucking counts.
Remember that time we went Jeff Foxworthy and he was fucking cool as hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was showing somebody some pictures on I was going through some pictures on my phone for something, and I was kind of scrolling through, and someone goes, "Wait, is that Jeff Foxworthy?" I go, "Yeah, he's a nice guy."
He is. He's a fucking. He's a good dude. Good dude. That dude. We talked about my tat.
Remember when we saw one of the Paul brothers fall off a scooter?
Yeah, he sucked at that.
Oh yeah. That fucking dink.
Toy Fair, baby.
Yeah.
And then number one, Double Dare. That was,
Oh my
Just-
god, I can't believe I completely forgot about Double Dare, and you guys are...
it was so cool getting
There's
to
gonna
see
be.
it.
Yeah.
just
No.
put
There's a
together.
lot.
It was one of the. It was
I forgot
I'm
about.
not exaggerating when I say it's one of the proudest things I've ever done.
It is.
That's one of the things I'm most proud of.
Yeah. It was so good.
Yeah.
I often think about that final shot that Jose got of just the crowd like losing their mind at the end of it.
They lost their fucking minds. Like,
Oh yeah.
For an hour, we were untouchable.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about it until just now, Nice, but you're right. It's amazing that we're still not doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
Multiple balls.
comes around.
Multiple
crazy.
balls
It
were
comes
dropped.
back around.
Because, it was that first year when we did the Fangirl of the Month panel that, like, people started to fucking notice, and that's when we started getting more panels and, be offered to host other panels. There's no
Yeah, we got-
reason that Double Dare shouldn't have skyrocketed
We got
everybody
cock
involved.
blocked all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I'm told no.
People got nervous. We were too powerful.
You should have banged her, Jose. Come on, man.
Thanks a lot, Jose.
Flew too close to the sun. Too early.
Who's Jose banging?
Nobody.
Nobody. Shush.
That was the problem, Kelly.
All right, we got a email.
How about that weather, huh? Sports.
Email from Zero. Our buddy Zero. He says, this is Top Con Moment, singular. Interesting. He says, hey, Popcast. My top 6 con moments would be a boring list since most of it is just hanging out with friends or I bought some cool shit. So I'm just going to share one moment now that is more pertinent. One moment that is more pertinent now than ever. As I mentioned before, I lived most of my life in San Diego and started going to San Diego Comic-Con nearly 25 years ago. I don't remember what year this was, but it was before SECC was a huge media event. Before the MCU, I think even before the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, back when you could just go and sit down in line and to buy a ticket into the con.
Wow.
Even back then, the exhibit hall was shoulder-to-shoulder packed. You had to push your way through people like it was high school during passing period. It's a large, tightly packed crowd of swag nerds who all think wherever they're going is more important than where everyone else is going. I don't remember where I was heading to, but the crowd started to split in half, making a 5-foot gap in the middle of things. It was like Moses parting the Red Sea, making a path for someone to walk through. Most of the crowd started clapping. As someone was Stan Lee. No security, no one with him. He was just passing through. Not one nerd bothered him for an autograph or a picture, anything. It was just a moment of respect while the legend walked through the crowd. That's my memorable con moment. R.I.P. Stan. Zero.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I can't even fathom that as being a thing. That's nuts. Like,
It's your boy.
like how that? Yeah, everyone has an entourage now. That's crazy. That's a very fucking good story. And then
pre M no names.
No, he was there for, well, I mean, it might have been pre that guy, if it was, like, before Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. But...
Because you think he would be with him. Like,
well, that dude... I don't know if that dude's been around...
Forever.
But, like, before we started going to cons, he was involved. Because, like, he did that New York Comic-Con signing with Stan that Tito went to, that first New York Comic-Con we went to.
Mm-hmm.
And was a dickhead.
No names.
No names, dickhead.
Started with a D.
Ended in an ickhead.
You know, I didn't ever actually get any moment or anything with Stan Lee. It was always Jose got Stan Lee, or it was like far away at a panel or something like that. Never got like a photo op or to talk to him or anything like that. Not even yell at him while I was getting coffee like Kelly.
We saw him that one time in the New York Comic Con show office. He looked like a skeleton.
Wasn't he asleep?
No, he was lumbering by. He looked frail and sad.
That was what's her name's no name story where they thought he may or may not have made it.
Oh no,
that's a terrifying thing to have to deal with. Jesus Christ. Okay, Vetter writes in his top 6 con moments. He says, "Greetings, true believers. I haven't been to that many conventions and sadly never met Stan Lee. He was on my list of 3 people I would have paid good money for a meet and greet. Weird Al, who I've met a few times, and Jim Lee, yet to meet, being the other 2.
Well, where the fuck were you, Vetter? Like, he was doing conventions actively."
Further ado, here's my list. Okay, interesting.
He's too busy fantasy football prepping for this season.
The GNC Show of Strength Convention in New Orleans, circa 2001. I went to the Kurt Angle Classic being held there. Angle showed up and sat right beside me in the very small crowd, and we conversed for about an hour. Pretty cool guy. Neat. Mid-Ohio Comic-Con, sometime before Wizard bought it out, I was in line for David Finch. The line went down, and then the guy right before me wanted a commission drawing of the Hulk. Finch asked if that was cool, and we stood right beside him as he drew the Hulk for this guy. It was pretty cool to watch him in action. That's cool.
Mid-Ohio Con, that one we went to right before it was Wizard, was hype.
That was a really fun show.
That video was on top for a while, wasn't it? Wasn't that the blowhard for that and fucking Zibbits? Fuck.
Yeah, that was a good time, man. Fucking, I guess, fuck, man. Shout out to the Dagwood challenge.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And then my car dying.
Yeah. We all rolled into the Ohio Deli, fucking 12 deep, and we all got these Dagwood sandwiches, which was a pound of ham, a pound of turkey, and a pound of roast beef on a bun the size of a fucking bar stool.
Lots of garlic mayo.
Lots of garlic. Again, comically huge, but a good sandwich.
That you proceeded to puke behind a dumpster.
Yeah. It was not well that day. Okay. Also, at the Mid-Ohio, I had Arthur Sidem offered to buy my Marvel Zombies hoodie off me. I told him it wasn't for sale, so he offered to sign it. He then gave me a free print and signed it as well. The Arnold Classic in Columbus. Was walking with my friend from the 501st as they were going to the kids building. Ronda Rousey was in there doing a meet and greet. Her face lit up when she saw all the Star Wars characters. She shouted, "That is awesome," and demanded to take a picture with them. I wasn't impressive, I guess. Also at the Arnold Classic, I met Hulk Hogan at a booth. As I was leaving, none other than Arnold himself steps in for a quick handshake and hello, with Hogan, not me, in case you're wondering.
That's
fucking
cool.
You met Hulk Hogan and Arnold Schwarzenegger in the same moment. That's crazy.
One great Hogan Stan Lee moment that Jose got on camera was when they did the old switcheroo, and it was, "I'm Stan Lee, brother, and I'm Hulk Hogan." And then they do that bit for a little bit, and then at the end, Stan Lee goes, "Excelsior!" Hulk Hogan goes, "Excelsior? Hulk Hogan doesn't say Excelsior, brother."
He goes, but Stan Lee does.
Fucking stupid.
Now shut the fuck up.
And then at the
They both said
GNC,
the N-word and chuckled.
Oh, no.
Yikes.
we go to very different conventions than Vetter, because this one also is at the GNC Show of Strength.
Well, he asked if it had to be Comic-Cons, but fuck it.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to, no, it doesn't have to be Comic-Cons, but like I'm never going to the GNC show of strength. I mean, good for him, but I was walking around the expo hall as the Mystery Universe was happening. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a pretty big dude with face paint. I go closer and realize it's Road Warrior Hawk. I said hello and asked if he was set up somewhere so I can get an autograph later. He said yes, he was watching the competition and invited me to hang out with him until it was over.
What?
40 minutes and several cool stories later, we went to his booth and he's designed an LOD pick for me. Absolute class guy.
That's awesome.
Fucking hung out.
Let's go on tour. You're my tag team partner now. You're in. Hardcore match.
That's fucking crazy. That's an awesome fucking story. That's an awesome story. Thanks. That's great. What's on the Twitter, Nice?
Twitter, we got Kristen Allen. She's got her list. Number 6 is Kristen as Paige O'Panel at that first C2E2 and after that. And Kristen designed Paige O'Panel, our PoP mascot, the PoP fangirl. And then having Kristen cosplay as the fangirl was pretty dope. I would assume seeing a creation come to life. I mean, I took part in kind of helping. We shepherded the idea, but it's Kristen's art. And I was still proud of seeing something like that happen. So that's
it was a great costume.
Yeah.
Like, it was perfect.
Number 5, New York Comic Con 2011, which was hashtag Team Pepe Sylvia. It was me, Jose, Mahoney, Tito, Kristen, Tad, Dave's brother.
No, not Dave's brother. Not
Champ.
Yet.
No. That wasn't 2000.
No, Champ was the next year. Dave's brother was the next year.
But this was the one where Tad, Kristen, and Jose slept in a bed together, and it was Neapolitan ice cream.
Neapolitan.
But that was also, I think that was her first or one of her first years tabling at New York Comic Con too. That was a good one. Number 4, meeting and getting a sketch of her done by Doug Sneed, the Playboy cartoonist,
so fucking cool.
Which Jose got video of. So that's very cool. Number 3, watching a wedding party nearly get into a brawl with Ninja Turtles with Sexy Toaster, Talent, Tyler Main, Tyler's wife Renee, and Derek Mears on her birthday.
I feel like that story needs a lot more explanation.
I think that's spooky. That's Spooky Empire. So
that's the craziest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, that show gets a little nuts. Number 2, meeting Michael Turner.
I did not have a chance to meet Michael Turner, and that bums me out.
There was that whole Aspen group that kind of made its way over to the WUM and then over to PoP. And I remember the first Wizard World Chicago I went to was within days of his passing.
No, they announced it at that show.
At that show, yeah.
Yeah, it was a fucking bummer. Like, I remember...
Who?
Michael Turner.
Still, who?
He was the Aspen artist.
Witchblade, Witchblade.
I know Witchblade. I know.
Yeah, you know the art. You know the art.
One of the guys from this era.
Well, names, man. I suck with names.
And then
you'd recognize it if you saw it.
Yeah.
I know Witchblade. I know Witchblade. I have reference now.
My buddy Mel Kalo, man, he was working with Aspen at the time, and he was just fucking devastated. Like, it was awful.
I do remember that though. I do remember
the dude dying.
The event of that. Yeah, I remember.
And then number 1, after hours shenanigans. So that's across the board.
Yeah, solid.
One of the pictures she posted was of that Wizard World Chicago 2009, and it's of the little group of us that were just hanging in the lobby all night long. But it's like a creeper picture from a football field away. I remember that.
Yeah, with the caption just 3 a.m.
3 a.m. She's also got an honorable mention to talking to and getting hit on by Power Rangers. Watching Todd McIntosh do a Buffy Vamp makeup demo. Being Hero Initiative ticket girls with Caitlin. Breakfast with Mark Miller, and all of her Muse interactions. Kristen hooked up that Mark Miller interview for us at that Wizard World. And then she's just got a shitload of photos and a couple really great photos of me, and I appreciate that.
Fucking young, fresh face, Jason Knives.
Yeah. Zombie Ed. Love it.
That was a good one. Black people do not like zombies.
Okay.
And that is
confirm. Confirm.
I'm just saying, if we did a survey, and the survey was Jason Nyes dressed up as
Zombie Ed.
Zombie Ed. Started from like
the bottom. Now we're here.
From the room.
Yeah. We went from
Chained
room
up
to
in the shackles with the remote control, with Destro Walmart Kerouac and holding the pop sign, leading him around from the elevator down to the floor, down to the floor of the lobby. Not even like at the convention. Just we're just trying to get. He was full character the whole way.
Yeah. Method.
So, and some families reacted way different.
And what you would
Another
call
family.
a statistically significant measure.
Yes. But it was
they would fucking scatter.
Yes. They wanted no part, real or not. They don't care. This is fucking.
They said this white boy look hungry. Not today, Satan.
It was great.
And then Juan comes back. He remembered one. He said, "Damn it, I have one more. Number 7, helping the 11th hour with the Chuck interview at C2E2. That was cool.
See, that's one of the things I loved.
Is
somebody else being able to do something because something worked out, and it was like, fuck it. I'll do it.
He's also got an honorable mention. At a screening of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, had to use the bathroom during the movie, come back, and Kevin Smith is standing right at the door and tells me never to get the giant Coke again.
That's funny. That's funny. Solid list. So what you got, Jason Knives?
All right. I got a fucking Word document, that's for sure.
I'm excited to hear about it.
I've got my top 6, I got my honorable mentions, and then I got some of my worst.
Oh, no shout outs?
No shout outs. No shout outs. Yeah, well, let me run through some honorable mentions real quick. The WWE zone they had at the Comic-Con India shows, where we got to do our entrance with our belts, and the picture of me with the fantasy football belt at Hyderabad in India is one of my favorite pictures of all time. Jake the Snake Roberts threatening to shove the pop sign up at my ass at our first ever convention that we shot, FX 2009.
Yeah, that was pop sign version 1.0.
Yeah. And then seeing him again at Spooky Empire and him remembering us. And he gave the full bird to the camera both times. So that was cool.
Yeah, Jake the Snake was a pretty cool dude. Well done.
Yeah. Wizard World Chicago 2009 was, our first show as Pop. That was Jose's first time meeting everybody. We did the White Castle. We went and saw G.I. Joe. And everybody was cosplaying as G.I. Joe.
Right, yeah.
And we just stood in the parking garage after G.I. Joe and made fun of G.I. Joe.
And all wish we recorded that conversation because it was fucking brilliant.
It was great. That whole costume contest which we saved with the megaphone and the diffuser that was on the stairs. And
everyone thought I was gone. And then they looked down. I was at the bottom of the stairs laying down shooting it.
Jose would fall asleep at the bottom of the stage sometimes, just laying down chilling. And then that Wizard World also, that Saturday night was the night that a few of us took mushrooms. And wow, what an experience.
Yeah.
What fear and loathing in Rosemont was what I saw when I looked into the mirror.
It was great.
It was nuts time. More shout outs. Honorable mention, Pop Family Feud, C2E2 2011. Double Dare was a great experience, and I'm sorry that I forgot to include it. But I love Pop Family Feud because it was so us at the time.
Absolutely.
Like all the Popcast Network shows got some play, and it was nuts, and it was sweet ass buzzer, and really Mahoney coming out of his shell and just killing it in Pop Family Feud. Not that you were ever in a shell, but you know.
Yeah, no, that was a good panel. There was absolutely nothing wrong with that panel.
Spooky Empire 2009, got to meet and get an autograph with John Landis. Super cool. I got my Blues Brothers poster autographed by him sitting by my desk right now. Doing the Star Trek convention in 2011, Leonard Nimoy's last show. Sold all my shit to get Mary there because Leonard Nimoy was retiring from conventions. So that was very cool to make that happen. Also got to hang out with Kristen and her dad at that show. Just me, Mary, Kristen, and her dad. So that was fucking dope. Anytime Jose and I had to go to a brewery was super cool because it usually meant we were drinking a lot of free beers. And some of the times we've gone to breweries, like some of our best videos that we've ever put together. Just slick, nice, like fucking
loose.
The one video we did at 6 Point Brewery during 5 Points Festival. I showed that to Mary, and Mary's like, some advertising company would pay like $10,000 for that video. And I was like, okay, please do. That first Axpona, where the entire show was in the same hotel room, and we basically just had to roll out of bed and get on the elevator, and we were at the show.
Oh,
chillest.
That sounds like magic.
So rough.
One of the
So rough.
chillest shows that we've ever done, to the point where the next year it was vastly different and it was jarring. It's like, this was our chill show. What happened? Like, it quadrupled in size in between years.
But good on them.
And then
Living the dream.
I talked about the Stan Lee and Hogan moment before. And then the first time we ever got Stan Lee on video was at the first New York Comic Con we went to, 2010. And he was doing a panel with Yoshiki from X Japan. They were working on comics together. And, you know,
that manga still kind of comes out.
He's frail at this point, but not like 2017 frail. And after the panel's over, or he's got to peace out, and he basically did a cartwheel off the stage.
Yeah.
This old, he had to have been 85, 87 at this point.
Well, he was 95 when he died.
And he jumped off of this stage like it was fucking nothing. All right, so let me get to my actual list. Now that I ran through all my honorable mentions. Number 6, that trio of shows that Jose and I did, Delhi Comic-Con, Dhaka Comic-Con, Mumbai Comic-Con, 3 in a row, 3 weeks in Asia, where they treated us like rock stars. They treated us like stars of HBO's original series Game of Thrones, because some little brown kids thought that I was Hodor. But like,
it was you WWE.
Well, that was later, but still, like, same vibe. Very cool.
The experience.
Yeah, can never take that experience away. Number 5, I'm going to go with Toy Fair from this year, just because it was drastically different than anything we've ever done, and they treated us so well. Like I said, they treat us like rock stars in Asia, but we didn't get a private office.
Royalty.
We didn't get a private office with a private bathroom in India. We're lucky.
We're rock stars in Asia. Royalty.
Yeah, we're lucky if we got a toilet in India, and not just a hole in the ground. Number 4, I will echo Mahoney with the Avengers panel at New York Comic Con 2011. As far as content goes, the coolest fucking thing I've ever been in the room for. And the fact that the Reed Pop, because we were there shooting officially for Reed Pop then, and this was huge. This was a huge deal. This was a San Diego Comic-Con level size panel that they were putting together, and they kept telling us, like, don't fucking leave this room. And we were like, no problem. I will be here. That panel video is still getting comments to this day. Somebody commented the other day, it was like, I love that they got like multiple angles on this. I was like, hell yeah, dude. That's what we fucking do.
Fucking champs.
All right, my number 3 is C2E2 2010 as a whole. If we want to talk Attitude Era, C2E2 2010 is the epitome of Attitude Era. It's like Stone Cold giving Vince McMahon the stunner. Because it was the first C2E2. We had just gotten rolling. We were about a year into PoP at this point. But we had the fucking gimmicks down, man. The pop rocks, the sign, just the entourage we were rolling with of the population. That Conroy panel that we weaseled our way into.
Hot fire.
Yeah. That Conroy panel we weaseled our way into. The Fangirl of the Month panel, which was awesome, and I loved it, which we then segued into White Castles in the lobby, and then trip in a van and a limo to the Admiral.
Weren't all the same weekend? That's right.
Weren't they sponsored White Castles too?
I think they were complimentary. I don't know if they were sponsored.
What I'm saying is, we didn't come out of pocket on those, did we?
No, they gave them to us.
Okay. And then, leaving the Admiral, Jose got left at the Admiral and ended up chasing the limo. And man, I'm just trying to get my dick wet. And then I
wasn't even trying to get my dick wet. I was just standing there trying to bring the rest of the ones I had. I thought we were all there. I was in there with the cab driver. I'm like, I can't be left.
What I'm saying
in here
is,
with the cab driver.
What I'm saying is, I was just trying to get my dick wet, so I wasn't paying attention. And then all of a sudden, I start getting texts like, "We left Jose."
I remember getting out of the limo at the hotel, and somehow you ended up not in the limo on the way back, Nige, which is bullshit. But whatever. So like, I get out. And I just see you hop out of the back of the cab, and you're like, "Hey, Jose's with you, right?" And I'm like, "No." And you're like, "Ha, really funny. Jose's with you, right?" Like, no, he's not with us.
Oh my god. And then
man, I ran down the street, and I remembered where we were, so I went back.
Yeah, free Uber days. You can just, hit a button and get a car.
Yeah, that's true.
That was not the case.
Just like all of the weird interpersonal relationships that were going on at that time. I remember at one point, Kerouac saying to me, so yeah, I've got this chick, Captain Painway, lined up for Fangirl of the Month this month, but she's not like answering emails. Should I blow her off or whatever? And I was like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm sure she'll get back to you. Don't worry about it. There was the point where a group of us were in the lobby after hours, as it was, and a group of people, they had all been drinking, dressed nice, like they were adults that went to an adult party, and they're passing by, and the one chick starts talking about that she's running the Kevin Smith auction, and we all just laugh, because Kevin Smith was a joke at the time, and I made some comment, and she goes... She deadpans, "Thanks for the support," and storms off. So, "Thanks for the support" became a running gag after that. Ben Templesmith trying to buy Jose's cooler.
Yeah, no shit. No names.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? Right. Get out of here with that.
Ben Templesmith trying to...
Until he found out what type of beer was in it, and he found out it was beneath him.
Yeah, because we had PBRs. He was like, nah. He doesn't go lower than a Heineken, apparently. Ben Templesmith was trying to fuck some fangirls, and he was like, "Hey, let me buy your cooler," because we had lunch meat in
Oh, it's
there.
not for me. I'm not going to drink that bullshit.
He just wanted to buy our party from us, and it's like, nah, man, you can like have a beer.
Yeah, I offered him a beer, but my seat's not for sale.
And that Kick-Ass premiere was cool too. I wish Jose could have been at that.
I totally forgot about the Kick-Ass premiere until now. That was a good time.
Because you had a stroke.
I sat like but I sat 2 seats behind Richard Roper.
That's funny. My number 2, it might have been when I peaked in life, ladies and gentlemen, but somehow managing to get Shia LaBeouf to show up at C2E2 2012.
Oh my god, that's right.
And then
that was so crazy.
acting like we were old friends. Yep, the beef. That was the beef, man. Like, too cool. What a great dude the beef was.
Yeah. He was super nice to everybody.
Gave us his book, signed it.
We've got his book somewhere.
Gave us hugs. Did an interview.
Should have got pictures with him, man.
Legitimately happy to see us too. Like,
and had a blast. Got lost on the loading docks trying to smoke some weed and ended up like at Navy Pier.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know how to get the fuck back in.
Louse.
Yeah,
just a hat that said Louse.
Had a really good time. Really excited to be there. Was not into Chad Michael Murray.
No, he had something against Chad Michael Murray. It's like, yeah, you know, like I want my comics to. I don't want it to be based off of my celebrity. He got a spot in Artist Alley. Like, he wasn't just signing autographs. And he's like, yeah, I don't want to be like one of the
George Perez.
that fuck Chad Michael Murray who's just signing autographs over there. It's like, all right. And then number 1, I told Mary that I had finished my list, and she was like, I hope I know what your number 1 is. You know what your fucking number 1 better be, buddy. And she's right. It was Star Wars Celebration 6, 2012, when we went and got our photo taken with Carrie Fisher. Then I proposed to her in front of the Rancor, and then we went and got an autograph from Carrie Fisher, and we got to tell her that we just got engaged. So, and then we shot this fucking lit-ass Pringles party afterwards.
Yeah. And yeah, it's supposed to put together a video to Party Rock, and from the beginning we're like, you guys, Party Rock?
You get the rights?
Put together a video with Party Rock, right? Huh? Yeah, no, just fucking do it. Let's go. Pringles, woo! Never saw the light of day. Guess who didn't get the rights to Party Rock?
Mm-hmm.
No names, but it wasn't Pringles.
And then, real quick, I just want to go through some of my worst. Even though they had that WWE zone, that
interesting choice for this. Okay,
yeah, I know what fucking better be on this list. I'm gonna sound like your wife on this one.
What, worst?
Huh?
For worst?
Yeah.
I
it
hope
better be on it.
I hope. So Hyderabad 2016 was the shittiest of shit shows all around. Even though we got to do the WWE stuff, man, like they had gotten me used to the accommodations of Delhi and Mumbai, and then they were like, "No, how about some Hyderabad?" Literally shitting in holes at the convention center. The fucking travel, the travel between going to Shanghai, then having to fly back home, and then fly back to Bangalore the next day, the day after the election, and then and then from Bangalore to Vienna. That travel sucked.
And it was raining in Vienna.
I mean, I love Vienna. Bangalore was cool too. Shanghai. But the travel, the miscommunication that made us have to fly home between Shanghai and Bangalore fucking sucked.
That I remember that. That was not a good time.
Speaking of Vienna, when we almost made Michael Cudlitz late to the airport because we were all sharing a car together and we didn't know it. And he
got it. When we are traveling with talent, That information should be
Let us
relayed.
know.
Whoever is writing with talent, you should know at least the night before.
But man,
hey, don't forget you're writing with blah 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 tomorrow. That should be told. Number one.
Just getting dressed down by Michael Cudlitz before he speeds off in a taxi. He's like, I've been waiting down here for you guys for half an hour. I was like, oh shit, we had no idea. We thought we were alone. He was like, well,
joking though.
You would have been making. You would have made this guy late anyhow. And we're like, oh man, we're so sorry. He's like, yeah, what the fuck ever. And he drives off. So then we get into the cab finally, and the entire ride to the airport, I'm just like, we made Michael Cudlitz mad at us.
And then we saw him every step of the way.
Every step of the way at the airport.
We got there. We both got out of the cab at the same time. We both went to the same line to check our bags.
Yeah.
We both went to the same fucking...
Same flight.
Same fucking flight. Had to past him in first class.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, but once we got to the airport and we saw him again, he made us feel better. He calmed our nerves. We apologized profusely. Is this the one you're talking about, Jose? New York Comic Con 2015? That last New York Comic Con?
What'd you do?
No, I'm saying the one you're saying should be on my list.
No.
It's not? All right, well, New York Comic Con 2015 sucked because we knew it was the end, but it was also cool because...
It was the greatest New York Comic Con we've ever shot because we got so much done. We went out on such a fucking bang.
Yeah.
And we knew the whole time shooting it.
We were fucked.
These motherfuckers are going to can us.
Yeah.
So it was like a euphoria.
And shout out to Tito and Mahoney for all those New York Comic Cons. We couldn't have done it without those guys. It was just so much fun.
Keeping us in track, making sure we made it to wherever the fuck on time. Tito fucking ran halfway to Hammerstein to meet me the goddamn
memory card or a battery
lens. Forgot my going to goddamn Hammerstein and Madison Square Garden without the wide angle.
Getting back from that last India show and shitting water for a month.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Going to the ER. And then I'm gonna say even though I love Pop Family Feud, all of C2E2 2011 was just bad. It was cool because we made a deal with them. Like that's what started the weekend. Was me and Jose became official with Reed Pop shooting their videos. So like that put super extra pressure on everything. And Nye's 2011 was a son of a bitch, and
he didn't handle the pressure super awesome.
It was not a good time overall, but some good memories. And then at this last Playfair we did, where Big Show and Daniel Bryan we were shooting a little bit with them, and I wasn't recording. Jose's in my ear. He's like, press record, press record, press record, press record. So that gives me a lot of anxiety after the fact.
Got it though.
So what do you have a worst list? What is did I miss
I don't have a worst list.
Did I miss what you were talking about?
I thought the stare down look me and Nicole gave you, I thought that story would make it on there.
Well,
you little hound dog.
Well, I kind of included that with my best.
I didn't hear that story.
With my best for C2E2 2010 because all
I
the
didn't
weird
hear that story.
Well, I said all the weird interpersonal relationships and the fact that I was trying to get my dick wet, and that's why you got left at the strip club.
No. But that has nothing to do with that story.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Story. I don't know the story.
Well, okay, so we did the Fangirl of the Month contest, and we recruited some fangirls out of the audience.
Sure did.
One of the fangirls was just my type. And she ended up going to the strip club with us. And she seemed super fucking cool. And then she got real drunk. and started jumping over couches with with Jill Thompson.
Jill Thompson fucking flipped over the couch with him, and me and Nicole shot him a look so quick and so hard.
What were you saying, Lee?
That's where she came from.
Yep.
Holy shit, that's right.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's like, hey, we just met. Let's all. I
Well,
guess we're
mainly
I'm
the look
staying
I
here
was
tonight.
mainly the look I was getting from Jose was I was looking for an opportunity to possibly drive her home, so I wasn't drinking. And Jose was like, fuck you, you're not fucking drinking because you're gonna take her home. Fuck you. So then she fucking does a backflip over a couch drunk, and Jose and Nicole just shoot me a look.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You could be having a blast, but instead saving yourself for this.
Oh, I had a blast, that's for sure.
Oh God, that's hilarious.
I get it. You had a blast.
Nah, well,
with your wiener.
No.
No, he did not.
Oh.
Let's go to Tito on Twitter.
Let's do it.
Number 6, walking around C2E2 with Gavin and a shake weight, going to interview Jerry Lawler.
Right.
Fucking love it.
Strawberry ass Jerry Lawler. Number 5, that time Goat asked that one guy, "What do 5 fingers say to the face?" If you catch his drift.
Oh God.
Number 4, taking 2 pies to the mug in front of a large C2E2 crowd. Hell yeah.
So what a sport too.
Yeah.
But like if Tito sells it any other way, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Where was it? That was number 4. Number 3, walking with Stan Lee to his photo op and watching the crowd just grow as we were walking. Always very personable and kind. Number 2, getting his Jim Lee Batman sketch. If he had to pick just one sketch.
That's pretty cool.
He's not an easy guy to get a sketch from, and watching him work was amazing. And number 1, late night delusional joking around with the 11th Hour and Mahoney. And he's got in quotes here, "Look out, I've got 2 6-packs of danger." Which was
fucking lovely.
Which was one of my sleep talking comments. And then Anthony Daniels doing the video, walking down the row of people waiting to get autographs with him, and he finds this little kid in a Darth Vader costume, and he just goes, "Look, here's my daddy." "Look, here's my daddy" was one of those quotable things from that year. He said, never a dull moment, and always fun. He says, not to be super sappy, but the true number 1 will always be meeting and hanging out with the population. Yes, it's cheesy, but I never went into this thinking I would meet lifelong friends, and I came out of it with family. Well, some of you. And I would agree with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Juan's got some more honorable mentions. Seeing Zeb Wells get his start, and all the Palmiotti Nelson hosted award shows. And then Jimmy Palmiotti was like, "Those were the days." Juan was like, "What the fuck? I didn't even tag him." Tito also throws in a honorable mention, seeing Lucy Liu flirt with Jose.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Lucy Liu loved Jose.
It's true.
Yeah,
Mahoney
they
posted
go
a bunch of
outdoor.
pictures on Twitter, too.
Yep.
Remember when Jeff and Gavin had a push-up contest, but there were no rules, and eventually they just kind of stopped?
There were no rules. That was amazing. It was at the Family Feud panel, and Gavin wanted to have a push-up contest. So Jeff's like, "Cool, I'll have a push-up contest with you." And then Jeff's like, What is the contest? Is it like fastest? Is it the most? What is it?" And Gavin's just already doing push-ups. Starts doing push-ups, and then they both just kind of were like, Are we done? How long do we do this for?"
It was our halftime show.
Yeah. I was like, I
Gavin
don't know,
looks like an insane person in those pictures.
That is what Gavin's Matrix avatar looks like. No matter what else happens, like that's what it always looks like. As Pete Gavin.
Fucking
So good.
Gavin and his chops.
So that's Gavin giving out chops.
That was pretty intense.
Yeah. Which one of you set me up for those? Is that Kelly?
No, I was
You
told.
acted as the lookout.
Yeah, I was the lookout, I think. It wasn't my idea.
Mm-hmm.
I still love how in any of those videos, if you look at me and my arms are across my chest.
We got some fucking rando just in the middle of C2E2 just took off his shirt and Gavin wailed on him.
It fucking went hard. It's like, yeah, bro.
Kerouac on Facebook. Kerouac pipes in.
I didn't see that.
Hotel lobby sing-along with ubiquitous Wolverine, who ended up turning out to be a real piece of shit, but that's neither here nor there.
Well,
I forgot
he
about
did that one memorable, like that one standout thing.
Jose was
stuck
like
up where it counted when it counted.
True.
I didn't know he was garbage person.
I'm not saying it was your fault. I'm just saying, just because someone's cool at first doesn't mean they're not going to turn out to be a fucking piece of shit later on. It's just like, just because someone's got cancer doesn't mean they're not a fucking dickhead.
Amen to that.
Sometimes they get it right.
Kerouac continues, the quote-unquote, it's really him, Shia LaBeouf confirmation, which that was a fun day. It's like, no fucking way.
Yeah. And then when we get it from Reed, where they're like, look, we don't really know either. We've only been in contact through emails. So it's either going to be a fucking longer elaborate hoax or it's going to really fucking be him.
And then it was like,
no,
the beef has landed.
Checked those email, like, we knew where the emails were coming from. They were coming from Hollywood. Like, that was
created a Gmail account and did a mass blast to a bunch of media outlets.
It was basically Shia LaBeouf at gmail.com.
Well, I remember my comic shop got those emails and we were like, haha.
Yeah, we were all ha-ha. We ha-ha'd from across the room.
Yep.
As I'm reading my email, I hear him laugh, and I'm like, no, you didn't just get an email from the Buff, did you?
And I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna follow up. Let's see what happens.
What the fuck could it hurt?
Love it.
It was
Love
cool. He also mentions the Kevin Conroy panel, the time he got to interview John Bernthal, which fucking love Bernthal, man.
Hey, so what's happened?
Oh, the J. Scott Campbell Artist Alley interview. So, man, what's been going on?
What's going on?
Kerouac dressed as JCPenney Destro. The most dapper Artist Alley interview ever created. He also mentions the lady recoiling in fear from Zombie Knives, and then loudspeaker shenanigans at the pop booth, a.k.a. Whipple, 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 Whipple.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, we had a booth.
Yeah.
With some very well printed banners, I will add.
Mm-hmm.
Top
Yeah,
quality.
man. I worked at A-list commercial print shop for a while. So I got some really good shit for us.
Yeah. There you go.
I still have that backdrop downstairs, and every time I go through the garage, Nicole's like, "Can we get rid of this?" I'm like, "No, we can't get rid of this.
No, we're gonna need it.
What if I need 64 square feet of colorful background at some point?"
Oh, by the way, I've got a shitload of Pop Rocks that I found, and they're still good.
Ooh,
I got a bunch of
Pop
those
Rocks.
too.
We do the challenge. Fucking what? 10 years later, are they still good?
Yeah, they are.
Fucking do that reboot.
Bibby.
But this time we'll do it for Loco.
Bibby posted a bunch. He says, I just did a whole bunch because I'm bad with directions. These are in no particular order. He says, getting to meet Sam Jones several weeks ago at Cincy Comic Expo. Getting to meet Travis for the first time. Meeting Mark Waid. Anytime I get to help and see Tony in the Superfly group. Meeting Stan Lee with Michael, a.k.a. Onion Knight. Hanging with the population, getting a commission by Kristen Allen, making McFoley laugh at C2E2, and getting a commission from Ink Masters Sarah Miller, who was a guest on the show at one point. Right?
Yeah, we were text buddies for a little while.
Oh. Potato Joe. Andrew says, making Stan Lee lunch, which I assume was part of Tom and Chi. So that's cool. Their baby's name is Stan Lee. Kane Hodder trying to push me in a fountain. And walking around New York Comic Con Artist Alley with Jerry Only of the Misfits. That's fucking dope.
That's a hell of a story. Okay.
So what's left? We got any more emails? And then Jose has to go, right?
No more emails, so take us home, Jose.
Cool.
All right. Shout outs. C2E2. We just got signed. Having a meeting with Peter Tatara on what to film during this panel. And no names, but somebody comes strolling up with his fucking tea and vodka at 9:30 in the morning. Yipping and a yapping, hammering on my back. And I'm like, this, not now. Elbow to the gut. Kugoosh.
Essentially,
straighten up.
Jose trying to have a discussion with someone that we just started a business relationship with. Somebody rolls up drunk with their alcoholic beverage on them, and this is in the morning.
See, and that's the thing is
and just starts humping Jose.
And yeah, I forgot the hump. Yes, it wasn't just him and hollering. It was
a hump.
Humping. Yeah, just humping me. And I'm like, he's
in the holler, the humping.
Like, did he look dressed like a guy who would be amused? Like, who do we know? Yes. If we knew each other, it might be funny. But like, we just met.
We're trying to make a first impression, homie.
Just humping away. But hey, that's what comes with us. Sometimes people hump our legs.
It's true. I remember C2 2011 being drunk in the lobby wearing Gavin's luchador mask, and Jill Pantozzi getting off the elevator, me noticing and going, "Hey, Jill, what's going on?" And then as she leaves, I could just hear her going like, "Oh my God." Of course, this guy knows me.
Yeah, because she's too good for luchador guy.
Black Ice, Cane Ice.
Also, shout out to Mushroom Night, which
we started the night together, but we had very different nights. You and I did.
we ended up fucking out in the parking area and did an interview with Burnham. You guys remember Burnham?
Chris Burnham?
Oh, yeah. Chris Burnham. Fucking interesting.
Yeah, but like not with a camera or anything. You just
ended up with some guy who we thought hit like this crazy looking bummish kind of guy, but he had a sketchbook. And it was like kind of like finding something off of Seven, like one of his sketchbooks.
Yeah,
that's not great.
So we brought him back to the hotel room.
Yeah, where
we continued to chill for a couple more hours. You know, because why not?
And then the next day, Lee and Kerouac being like, "Why are you guys so fucking late? We're here. We're ready. Let's go."
Yeah, I slept on the balcony
as the sun was rising.
Poof.
Oh God.
Didn't get too much sleep. Just that was one of them. Just up.
I remember at one point Teneme comes up to me, or maybe I'm telling someone else's story, but the story was Teneme comes up and he goes, "What the fuck is Jamie on? Her pupils are humongous." It's like, I don't know what you're talking about, homie.
What are you on?
Okay. Flamethrower.
Flamethrower?
What the fuck is this note?
Flamethrower. I don't know that one. Shout out.
Are these your notes?
Yeah, that's why I'm questioning flamethrower. I got mushrooms, flamethrower. All right.
Playing Smash Brothers.
Meeting James O'Barr. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
like I don't get stuttery too much, but that was pretty cool meeting James O'Barr, signing the statue.
And that was like our first moment at that show too. Like, that show opened preview night, and we're at James O'Barr's table, and you're just, like, having a conversation with him.
It was pretty cool. Shout out Howard Chaykin.
Chaykin was cool.
God, Chaykin's the man. Shot a panel. It just ended up. I shot the whole panel just watching him, just listening to these fucking stories.
Oh, he's great.
He's
I
nuts.
remember I watched that panel. You guys gave me the
Secret
video
link.
footage.
Yes,
The secret link.
Yeah, he's like, hey man, you got that panel? You give me some of that panel?
'Cause, yeah, that panel was awesome.
I wanted to do like a weekly show with him called "What's Chaykin." But it fell through. R.I.P. the cooler.
Yeah.
Used to have a cooler. That fucker traveled with us everywhere. That was the road dog. Cooler on wheels.
That was your gimmick, man.
Spill that motherfucker everywhere. You would go into the elevator. Wet foot marks, ice. Oh, shit.
Yeah. You always had a seat.
Yes, always had a seat, and somebody tried to buy it. So R.I.P. the cooler, because the game changed. We just couldn't
drive everywhere.
And what was it? The Wizard World you guys were talking about. That was the last real time we were able to like edit to anything.
Yeah,
We're just pulling like copyrights. What the fuck's a copyright? We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, them the
No, we edited that to Jay-Z. Couldn't do that shit anymore. So R.I.P. Attitude Era.
Cooler. Yeah.
Another shout out Tito. We shot a Zack Snyder Capullo panel like in the height of the New 52.
Scott Snyder.
Scott Snyder.
Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder's the director.
Yeah. Scott Snyder, sorry. And he got me the fucking owl mask signed by both. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember that.
That will be hanging on the wall one day once I unpack.
Yeah, ups to Tito for grabbing me a Pepsi Perfect too.
Oh, yes.
For the
Pepsi
Back to the
Perfect.
Future panel. Got something out of that New York Comic Con.
Shout out to no names, but a certain convention's name tag that says Video Crew and Blowhorn.
I have one of those name tags.
No name.
Oh my
No name.
god.
No
Like
name,
if
but
we
shout
didn't
out.
already know what was happening when we were given name tags that said nothing but Video Crew. And like, yeah, we need these back at the end of the show. It's like, okay, we get it. And I'm the only fucking sucker that gave mine back.
Because my show's not over yet. I'll say when the show's over, then I'll give it back. And then a blowhorn that will be on a trophy case.
Yeah. I was going to share that picture on Twitter, but
not yet.
No.
Blur it out.
At some point.
No, we also have no names. A picture that I love from when another venture me and this guy did where we got fucked over again. And it's me and him leaning up against his van taking a piss.
Yeah. Pretending to take a piss on a guy's car.
Solid picture. Okay, so I want to go with number 6. Shooting the 10th anniversary of the Unbreakable panel at New York Comic Con. Don't remember the year, but one of the first ones we did.
Yeah, that was the first one, 2010.
The
New York Comic Con that you got your car repossessed and you're like, fuck it.
Yep. Night before, I knew they were on me, but they couldn't find me because I moved out to DeVary's. They weren't going to fucking find me. Night before, the day of, I was going to drop it off at a friend's house, leave it in their place. I hear it, and I run out, and I just it was like a tracker. I just saw the tire marks, the drag, the skids. I knew it happened. I've seen that turn in the dirt before. They got her. But, yeah.
That was a cool panel.
Try to come get it.
It was M. Night Shyamalan just basically talking about Unbreakable. Like
breaking scenes down.
And
like
this was around the time of, like, Shyamalan was a joke at this point. And, like, people were booing him from the back. Just came in to boo Shyamalan.
They vetted the questions.
Yeah, they wouldn't do live questions.
Wow, okay.
But it was fucking great. Like, set everything aside, him talking about Unbreakable. Don't worry about what he has or hasn't fucked up. That was the shit. So that was pretty cool. Getting to see him just break scenes down and the thought process. You know, I wanted to do this, but instead I went with this, and this is what happened.
That's
and,
cool.
You know, Bruce did this at this point, and I wanted to go some other way, but you know, he had a good thing, so we went with that, and then this turned into this. So it's always cool seeing that breakdown.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm gonna go with New York Comic-Con saving Agent Coulson's life. So we were shooting Netflix panel, and
no, it was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No. Yeah, but it was because he came out. Remember?
Oh yeah, he came out just randomly to fuck with Jeff Loeb.
Loeb was talking, and he's like, you know, we're gonna have this, and we're gonna have this, and blah blah blah. And then Coulson came out, and he's like, oh, what's up? I'm not supposed to be here. You guys can be here, but fuck that. Fuck you, Loeb. I'm here. Yeah. And he goes to jump out in the crowd, you know, and I'm in the little pit, and because of Walking Dead, and we got to watch that Walking Dead, bro.
Yeah.
They want no barricades to no. There's fucking barricades and beefcakes.
And then by the time it made its way to Madison Square Garden, we were no longer involved.
Nope. And just like us, both are on the decline.
Just broken down shells of what they used to be.
Oh.
So fucking he jumps out in the crowd and he's high-fiving and giving love, but he shot because he jumps down right in front of me, jumps over, I get the shot, he's getting the crowd, he's coming back over, and he jumps over and he goes to lose it. But guess who's there to catch him? In these bare hands. Catch him with one, got the camera going, but give him the safety, show keeps going. We both share that little look like, good job, soldier.
You know what didn't get enough love? You and what's his name? Captain Jack from Doctor Who.
Oh, Barrowman.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Oh, Barrowman. Yeah, we broke up.
Yeah, like in another world, fucking Jose just straight up got Me Too'd by Barrowman.
Yeah, no, it was pretty cool. And he came out and put his fucking skirt over my head. So,
yeah.
Whoop-de-doo, check this out, partner. And then hump me on my back. Let's see here. I'll add it as a shout out because the fucking Pie to Tito's face, Double Dare, the whole thing. It was fucking great.
Yeah.
We did great things. Great things.
When they make the movie about our lives, the last shot will be Tito getting hit in the face with pies.
And then during the credits, we'll show like actual footage.
The real footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about this when I was making my list is that, you know, we actually have the somewhat unique experience of like having some of our live highlight reels straight up just, you know, professionally shot on video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we got to do something with all that stuff. We need a restored. Wait, what? So how? What year was that?
What year are you talking? What were we
Double
just
Dare.
talking about?
That was
Oh,
20
Double Dare was 2013?
2013 or 14?
I think it was the same year as Party Bus, same year as The Wedding, too.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
did-
it was Feud in 2012, Pyramid in 2013, and then
No,
Feud
it
in
was-
2011.
Yeah,
Pyramid
Feud in 2012.
Yeah, Double Dare 2013. Yeah.
Fucking attitude era, boys. Just hungry blowhards, just
What am I-
fucking gnawing.
One of my favorite parts about that Double Dare panel is when he got to that kiddie pool full of balloons, there was no flag in that pool. And he and I just locked eyes, and I was like, the flag is right there, dude. Grab it and go. And he was like, understood, and just moved right along.
Mark
great.
Summers
We
over
almost didn't even get to the pies because he couldn't find a flag. I was like, no, you're good. Move along. Hit Peter with a pie.
Was that your number one, Jose?
No.
Oh.
No, that just happened.
Where are you at? Where are you at?
Also, last thing about the Double Dare, real quick, is that we kind of had this fucking Teamster guy.
Yep.
On the sidelines, like busting balls every step of the way, like like, oh, we're gonna set this up, whatever. Like, no, we're gonna set it up. Don't worry about it. It's all fine.
He had to run an extension cord, and he was so pissed about it.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
And it's like, this thing we're running out of time. But no, it's an hour show. We have an hour slot. It's gonna be done in an hour. It's fine. Fucking, we get whipped cream on the stage, and like before this guy had the time to open his mouth to bitch. Fucking, there's just a swarm of population ninjas with towels wipe it up. When I looked over at him, like, say something, please.
I missed that.
Yeah, the guy was such a prick.
Yeah, he was not pleased. He was understandably skeptical of a bunch of people rolling in saying, we're about to do a live game show of Double Dare on your stage. He was like, get out of here.
Own that motherfucker.
Like, no, it's happening. Number 3, I'm going to lump my two sides of these two stories. Avengers panel. It was fucking nuts. We got to shoot the first Avengers panel. It was the first time New York Comic Con was like San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
So it was cool being on the end of that. And we got New York Comic Con from just straight hustling.
Yeah.
We already had the footage. So when they said come do C2E2, we were like, we got New York Comic Con too. So fucking, and probably one of the best pop rock. Mahoney fucking ran that shit. Mr. T, I miss
the
Mr.
pop
T.
quiz.
Yeah, it was fucking brilliant. So we're supposed, they're doing this
Avengers
panel.
yeah.
Of course, you want the footage, right? Like, you want us to get this, and they're doing a press junket, so they're supposed to be trying to get us back there, and nothing's happening.
But like New York Comic Con
figure it out.
staff, the New York Comic Con staff didn't have any details. Like Marvel and Disney were running the whole thing.
So it was everything was supposed to be pre-approved and this and that, and then at a certain time they just shut down and stopped answering calls or any type of questions that had anything to do with it. They just shut it down. Done. So we're waiting. Panel's over. And then nothing's happening. I was like, all right, well, fuck it. Take my camera, go running to the back.
You essentially joined the group of press.
Looking around, and I see like a legit camera crew. They got like a pack, they got a boom mic, they're like legit ready to shoot some shit. Security comes back, they're like, okay, we'll take you now. Put my camera on my shoulder. These guys fucking follow them right in, press junket. I get all the shots, bam, 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 get the fuck out. Hey guys, you want to see this shit?
Nobody gets those sneaky, not supposed to be here shots better than Jose.
It's true.
Nope.
By the time we get kicked out, we got it.
Exactly. They come over and they're like, "What are you doing here? You can't be here." And he's like, "That's cool. I already got it."
Who?
So there's no point to argue over it. I'm like, hey, you just play cool. All right, man. Hey, man, you got me this time.
His powers for evil, and he just has like a hard drive full of panty videos.
Oh, yikes!
There is a accidental panty video costume contest.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah, he was
Chose
in
the
the
wrong
front
angle to shoot from.
the front of the stage for that first C2E2 costume contest.
Because I would think that they would come out to like the front of the camera, so I was hoping to catch them doing the pose to.
Oh,
the
you were gonna
audience,
catch them doing
then,
something.
Yeah, no, but they just all stayed in the back and twirled. So I got a lot of twirling. Not my fault. I mean, sorry, I was just going to get the shot. So that was pretty cool. Just, and that was the beginning. So it was like, impress the fucking boss. Like, ain't nobody else getting you this shit.
Yeah.
And nobody else did. Nobody else does. Hands down. Not the way we used to run it. And then the strip club. So We all are getting ready to leave. We're rounding up. Number one, what was the lesson we all learned, boys and girls? Don't roll up to a strip club with a bunch of nerds in a limo.
Yep, and get sat in the champagne room or
With
VIP
empty
section.
pockets.
There was, some had empty pockets.
No, we did not have the.
We did not have the money for VIP.
When you roll up that deep in a limo, your pockets are empty with what we spent.
He's not wrong.
It was fun though.
No. We had a blast. We had a fucking great.
We had a great time. The girls, I don't think, made quite what they were hoping to make that night. We had a fucking blast.
No, they said, "Y'all, we got a party. The 2 limos just pulled up. What?" So we're there. Everyone's fucking there. And then, okay, we're time to go. So we all go outside. We're all there waiting. But one limo gets there and the other limo's not there. But everyone wants to leave together. So we're waiting on the other limo. So the limo driver starts to walk inside. I'm like, all right, well, cool. Well, I got ones too. I'm not going to stand out here if we're waiting on the limo driver. The other limo driver went inside. I'm going to go inside. Because the limo driver is not going to leave the limo driver, right? So fuck it. I guess I got enamored, or as True Blood would say, glamored. Hey. And I ended up, it was blacklight and everything glowed. It was fucking nuts. It's kind of cool.
Just lost track of time.
We know how it works.
The old stripper math, where if I got $10 worth of singles, that means I got 5 minutes.
Yeah. So I'm doing my thing, and then I look around, and I don't see the driver anymore. I look around. I don't see the limo anymore. All right, fuck. I look around. I don't see anybody anymore. Fuck. I go running down the street because I don't know how long this has been. All I know is I'm here. No one else is. I don't know how long those were in my face. I don't remember time. I don't know. So I got left. And I'm like, where the fuck are you? None of you noticed I was gone? Everyone was cool with just fucking leaving?
You didn't even say to anybody, hey, I'm going to go inside. Don't leave without me. You just ghosted.
It was an interesting night. Everybody was in their own
shit.
Yeah, everyone had their own little story. If that was a great ensemble cast movie.
Oh my god. The passed out drunk girl being deposited on our hotel room floor and us being told, don't rape this.
Yep, that was my buddy Goat's first introduction to that girl. And the door opens, she goes later, and she says, "Hey, you, don't rape this." She's like, "Oh,
no,
okay."
I think it was don't rape this to the entire room.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I know she's here. We're watching.
Not in this climate.
That's how she got into the circle. That's so hilarious.
Yeah. Kismet.
It was it.
I don't know who this is. I'm going to need you to tell me when we're off air.
Oh yeah, we will. I mean, people listening pretty much know, but
yeah, I think everybody knows but you, Kelly.
Yeah.
I know I've heard this story before. I just don't remember who it is.
Yeah, the minute we tell you, you'll be like, "Oh, right."
Yeah.
You're gonna be sad though, because it was your mom.
Aw, man.
So sad.
So is that it?
Not my mom.
No. Number 2.
Oh my
Oh God!
It's so late.
Christ.
What?
Wrap it up.
I'm fucking going. I'm telling stories over here.
Yeah, see, this is what this wouldn't be that bad if I spent just like fucking 45 minutes talking about goddamn fantasy football. This is on you guys, not me.
It's true.
The opportunity to just fucking be able to shoot all these conventions. They took us worldwide. There's so many fucking overseas adventures to lump into one.
Yeah.
So just the overall experience. We're heading out tomorrow to shoot our last comic convention, End of an Era.
An anime con.
Just fucking just doing it. Because that's
no better way for you guys to end than on an anime con.
How fitting.
It will be the perfect ending.
Honorable mention. New York Comic Con 2011.
Around there, yeah.
around there, we are up in this weird attic area in the anime section, and some anime dude steps in front of me, puts his fist out with his
oh yes,
the top of his fist towards the ceiling, spits onto it, and just keeps right on walking. And I will never forget. I still don't understand what he was what were you going for, dude?
I love that story.
What was the plan? Now your hand's covered in spit. Now what?
Just the back of it, though.
Yeah, the back, the spit right on the back of his hand. Like, spit on the floor. Like,
yeah, I'd rather you spit on
surrounded
the
by
floor.
animals. Just spit on the floor.
Like, why do you need to spit anyhow?
Right.
What type of animal are you?
He probably would have had an answer. He would have been like, a kitty.
I'm going to end this with my number one. I don't know if you guys remember this. C2E2, maybe Wizard World. I don't remember. It could have been Mushroom Weekend. Who the fuck knows? Oh, and one more shout out. Shout out to fucking carrying the C2E2 sign after our panel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
That we still got.
That motherfucker is in my garage.
That's pretty sweet. So we're shooting, and I believe it's like around Artist Alley or something. Like somebody's like, there's something like laying in the alley. In the aisle.
Oh my god! This was Wizard World 2009, Chicago. It was your first show.
The first weekend we ever met you.
Yeah.
So it's like going up to it's like, what? Oh shit! That's a pair of fucking underwear in the aisle. What? How is there fucking underwear just out here in Artist Alley?
They dropped their drawers in the middle of Artist Alley and just kept walking.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, this was like kind of towards the end of the day too. So I was like, okay, well, what fucking better shot? Let me go get a shot of this. And as I get closer, I'm like, those are fucking my underwear. Are my underwear in the middle of Artist Alley?
How the
fuck is that possible? But here they are. My underwear got the shot, left, and I was like, oh man. Because you can't pick it up at that point.
Yeah,
you know it is yours, then you're just a weird guy to everyone else looking, except for the people that hear your story and hope that you just hope they believe you.
This is your version of the movie Looper.
Even if you're like, I'll get rid of this, don't worry about it. No one's gonna believe you.
Yeah, but you're still the guy that picked up somebody's underwear off the floor.
Now, why are you so sure it was yours?
Oh, because you know your favorite pair of underwear. I have a certain pair of underwears that I bring. I have like
How did it leave you?
Here, the only explanation I'm thinking at all is it somehow was on a bag or got stuck to maybe some Velcro of one of the bags, and it just was on the bag while we were out shooting because we used to travel with the camera bags and shit.
Just like
dragging underwear behind you.
Yeah, I don't know. Who the fuck knows? I don't know.
Did you check to see that you were still wearing underwear at that point?
I had underwear. I just wasn't going home with those underwear. I like those underwear.
That's a great story. I completely forgot about that.
I totally forgot about that. But god damn it, this was fun, you guys.
That's an incredible story.
Oh, it was so fun.
Shout out to my underwear's out there. If you're listening. I had
some fucking nerd out there is wearing your underpants right now, listening to this show, and they don't even know.
Absolutely. Someone took those home with them.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's so good. All right, that's fucking phenomenal.
Oh shit! And one more shout out. Sorry, pop sign.
Shout out to the pop sign.
All day pop
Oh,
sign.
Shout out to the pop motherfucking sign.
Shout out to the pop tote bag. The fucking tote bag. Carrying that purse around.
You know how many people willing or unwillingly or unknowingly has held that sign?
You got around. I remember being so pissed when someone was like, yeah, we just couldn't get it. We just left it in the hotel room. I'm like, do you know how fucking expensive that thing was? Leave it in the hotel room? That's amazing. That was fucking fun, you guys. That was worth doing.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody who sent in their lists.
Also, shout out to 12 o'clock.
Fucking great. That was awesome. That was fantastic. So, it's mad late. I'm not going to talk about comic books.
Yeah, no, comics
I'm not even going to tell you how fucking awesome True Blood is. I'll say that for next week.
So with that next week.
How come nobody told me True Blood was so good? I completely
it was fun.
Did not know it was this show. I thought it was something completely fucking.
No, it's a good time. We'll talk about it next week, but it's a good time. We'll talk about it.
Well, not next week. Week after. No, we'll be home next week.
We'll be on next week.
Okay, cool.
So we can recap anime and talk about True Blood.
Stories of New York. Going to see my girl, my niece. Shout out.
And then we do have an old top 6 in the mailbag here.
Oh, nice.
That Wanton in way back in like July that we're just getting into. He's asked, what are our top 6 favorite childhood toys?
All right.
So not but like from back in the day, what are your favorite childhood toys?
Might have some overlap with the top 6 that you would save in a fire, but yeah,
could be. Assuming they're still around.
Turtles, Joes, Legos.
Could be.
Lincoln Logs.
Jose's like, fuck it, I'm doing it right now.
And video games.
Jose, who are your top 6 cryptids?
Jose,
I still think that'd be fucking great.
Jose, who are your top 6 tight ends you're going to add this week on waivers?
I'm going to add Zay Jones. Man, you know how many tight ends just got dropped?
End it, Lee. End it.
We're done. Email us. Popcast@PanelsOnPages.com.
Tiki Barber.
9511-POP. Let us know on the Twitter or any of those other 2 things what your top 6 favorite childhood toys were. Again, big thanks. I know this is a long episode. I know I ran late, but thanks everybody for sharing your stories. It was a fucking blast. Just revisiting all the shit that we were a part of and just hearing about the cool shit that we weren't a part of. It was great. I had a fucking ball.
And let us know if you want to watch Monday Night Football with me and Mahoney.
yeah, fuck it, they'll be there. Why not?
And let us know if you're wearing Jose's underpants.
Yeah.
Were you the weird pervert that found underpants on the floor and decided those are yours now?
This is my lucky fucking day. Dear diary.
I found some stranger undies, and today is a good fucking day.
There's no better feeling than stranger undies.
I think that was clean. It's time to make a new intro.
All right. So for Jason Nyes, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, and our good buddy Dan Mahoney hanging out all night. I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and we'll talk to you guys next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
きっと約束だよいつかまた同じ笑顔で今すぐまっすぐ君のことを探したいけど君が残したひとかけらの勇気で歩き出せる踏み出せるもう迷わないからどんな道だって振り向かずに進める一人だって覚えていますか君と見た色づいた世界をモノクロの日々にやっと見つけたよ二人なら乗り換えれるよ
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo! Boo!